Okay, good evening once again. We're back again. Welcome to the Pelicans versus Minnesota Timberwolves live play-by-play coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. Once again, NFL draft just now concluded. We've done that earlier today. So we're now focusing on NBA basketball here tonight. New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The tip-off will begin in just a few moments. This game right here is a very important winnable game, and they should absolutely win this game tonight. But the truth of the matter is they're going to have another tough match come Monday when they take on the Golden State Warriors. And that could solidify if they can get into the playoffs or bust this year. So I'll be honest with you right now. They got to win this game because Golden State's going to be a tough game on Monday. They're definitely going to be a tough game. I mean, to solidify their chances, they still got lots of games left into the season. So I'm glad. Hopefully we can get something going here tonight. We are live. So. On Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we will go ahead and send our links out to y'all, and y'all can come in. Video chat. Okay, we just sent those links out. The first two links are sent out to. We'll go over to the Facebook feed, and we'll send that out to you momentarily. So let me go ahead and send these links out to y'all, and links are set up. So links are set up on both Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live here tonight. Let's give you an update on some games going on in the NBA. So I'm going to give you the game updates. Okay, game update. Charlotte on top, 53-36. Also, Golden State on top, 20-19. That game's going on as we speak. Atlanta will take on Chicago. Miami will take on Cleveland. And also, Memphis will take on Orlando. That will be tonight. Also, Oklahoma City will take on Indiana. Dallas will take on Washington. Toronto will take on Utah. And the LA Clippers will take on the Denver Nuggets. That'll be after 9 o'clock this evening. So we are here live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We will have the game coverage in just a few moments. No video fees due to the copyright restrictions that the three networks put on. We are not allowed to do any video fees during the broadcast. We can have audio, but we cannot do video. That's simple as that. So we will have audio in just a few minutes from Valley Sports New Orleans. Joe Meyer and Antonio Davis will be on the call. So that will be in just a few moments as we get ready to get started. Pelicans and Minnesota Timberwolves here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So thanks for joining us here this evening.
Your Pelicans wrapping up the road trip tonight in Minnesota, looking for a W versus the Timberwolves before heading home to face the Golden State Warriors. Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Hale. Both of tonight's teams have found success as of late. What's been the difference for New Orleans? Well, largely an improved effort on the defensive side of things.
So I'd say improved a lot better than already advertised. His defensive rating right now is at 113 in the month of April. It's 108, so it's a significant improvement from 27 to 6 in the NBA. I'm glad to see that ranking's going up. And also opponent shooting 46.2, and also the rankings season they're 20th. Now they're a couple of slots to number 12.
Yeah, much better.
So it's a lot better. The defense is a lot better, getting better every time. if it continues tonight, then we'll continue on the trends. So we have to, it's like weekly, nightly, and stuff like that. So I'll be honest with you, this defense, if they could slow down Minnesota tonight and kind of get off to a good start, I think they will get off to. I think they will win this game. But if they start being sluggish, turning over the basketball on bad passes and getting those points off of turnovers, when the Pelicans commit those turnovers, they will not win this game. So that's the keys to the game. Is solidifying their turnovers on offense and committing and causing more turnovers on defense. So that's important. So we will have the feed in just a few moments here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live once again. For game coverage, we will have post-game coverage after tonight's game. Stan Van Gundy will have the press conference, so we will have that after tonight's game. And we'll go in the way in just a few moments. So let's go ahead and give you a Major League Baseball School Board update. Major League Baseball games going on here on a Saturday evening, bottom of the ninth. White Sox on top 7-3, top of the ninth. Baltimore on top 8-3, top of the ninth. Chicago Cubs on top 3-2, bottom of the sixth. Phillies and Mets tied up at 4. Also, Cardinals and Pirates. Cardinals on top 5-3. Texas on top 3-2, and the LA Dodgers and Milwaukee Brewers even at 1. Also scoreless in the Toronto-Atlanta game. And that is it. We'll begin with our starting lineups tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and put the game audio in.
Tonight, the Bells wrap up their 3-game road trip, facing Karl-Anthony Towns and the red-hot Minnesota Timberwolves.
So they are definitely red hot. We have to control them. Control their offensive possessions.
They bring it up KC. The first 2 experiences, let's face it, against Minnesota, they were not pleasant ones for the Pels. So they should be thinking about that.
Okay, the lineup: Alonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, and Willie Herman Gomez in the lineup for the Pelicans. Now for the Timberwolves, Rubio, Edwards, Akuko, McDaniels, and Towns in the lineup. So Josh Akuko.
Now are they energized, ready? Our FanDuel keys going in. AD.
Our keys, first and foremost, transition defense. The reason I say that, we know Chris Finch. We know how he wants to play. He wants to play with pace and movement. This team is 4th in the league in pace. And against the Pels in the 2 previous meetings, they're averaging 128 points per game. So you got to get back on defense.
So we're just underway. Tip off
now,
in just a few seconds.
As far as them shooting the basketball, don't jump off. They're 23rd in percentage and 8th in attempts. But against the Pels in 2 games, they're a plus 45 from the 3-point line. So you got to defend that line. And finally,
yes,
I am a firm believer that you have to have amnesia in professional sports. But you shouldn't forget what this team did to you the past 2 times you played. They beat you by 10 when they were undermanned, and then they beat you by 30 at home. Don't forget that. Use that as motivation.
You got to win. You got to remember those games because you got beat by 30 at home, and you also got destroyed when you played in the last 2 games they played. So tip off in just a second. The Pelicans wearing their white jerseys. The Timberwolves wearing their lime green jerseys, and they're going to control a tip here in the first quarter. No scoreboard going to the Timberwolves. Let's see if the Pels defense can slow them down. They'll pass it. So they'll pass it a little bit down low towards the paint. Let's see who gets the pass.
Deep into the shot clock.
And shot clock, they'll have to go in the shot clock, and the shot is no good. So a little bit off.
Excellent way to
So
start defensively for the Pelicans. Nothing easy.
Ball will go back to the Pels. No score here in the first quarter. So the Pels get it down court. That's going to be Alonzo Ball passing it down to Brandon Ingram, back to see who gets it.
Led by 17 at the half. Eric
Bledsoe makes the basket. So it's now 2-0 Pels. So early here in the first quarter, 2-0. So Bledsoe gets the first basket here in the first quarter, 2-0. And a 3-3 is good by that's going to be Edwards knocking it down, makes it 3-2 Minnesota. And that's going to be a foul coming in. Let's see who that foul's on. Looks like that's going to be on Zion Williamson below the basket. So it's going to be a
the moment he kept, you can see Ricky Rubio coming to get him.
That's impressive, though. That's Steph Curry treatment, isn't it?
What's that? Take the
ball. He goes right to that lane. I mean, he's just a bully going to the lane. So free throws for Zion Williamson. That free throw is going to be up and good. Makes it 3-3. So the first free throw is converted.
Monday and Tuesday nights.
So we will have the game Monday night. We will not have the game Tuesday. We'll have Biloxi Shuckers baseball here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Second free throw is good. Makes it 4-3 Pels. So Zion converts 2 out of 2. Or 3 is the score. So let's see if they can try to slow them down on offense. On their offensive possession, ball goes back to the and 3, no good. Good shot by the Pels, and that's Brandon Ingram missing the shot, makes it still 4-3. See if they can try to knock down a 3, and they don't. Offensive rebound by the Timberwolves. Then an offensive rebound. And they will try to get another one. Nope, the third time is not a charm. Still 4-3.
Yeah, he's in there for that reason, for effort.
That's going to be a
score. He only averages 6 a game.
Foul coming in. That's probably going to be on Minnesota.
I don't care if I get my touches. I'm going to go out and I'm going to work my tail off defensively and get us extra possessions.
This young man was a first-round pick of the Wolves a couple of years ago out of Georgia Tech.
So, miss, and the three-point shot from the right side, no good. That's a missed 3 by Alonzo Ball back on the right side. See if they can try to slow them down on defense. And they'll get the basket. So it cuts the lead. The lead's 5-4. So Edwards gets his basket, and the basket is good. Lonzo Ball makes it 6-5 Pels. So Lonzo Ball knocks down the basket. Makes it 6-5. So let's see if they can get a 3, and it is good. So it's a triple. So it's now 8-6. Minnesota on top, 8-6. They'll pass it, and that ball will go back over to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Still trailing by 2, 8-6. Let's see if the fellas, and there'll be a free throw for Minnesota. So Willie Herman Gomez is going to be called for the foul. So Willie Herman Gomez getting that foul.
A lot of this right here is what they'll do. And what it does is the moment.
So free throws coming up for.
Yeah, they do look like a different team, and we're happy for Chris Finch, except when he's playing the Pels. They come in, and their offense is up. They're only 21st in the league at 111 a game.
Yeah.
Average 115 a game. That is 7th best offensively. But
free throws converted, so it makes it 9-6. Timberwolves on top, 9-6.
His first job. Chris Finch has been
so
an assistant.
Pelicans still trail by 3.
Who's with Pels the last 3 years. So well deserved the opportunity to be a head coach of the
second free throw.
Coach Finch is known.
Is good.
10-6,
4-point game.
The way that
by the Timberwolves 4-point game.
He wants to play with movement.
So let's see if Pels can get a basket here. 10-6. Lonzo Ball knocks it down. 1-point game. Back to a 1-point game. Lonzo Ball for 3 makes it 10-9. 10-9. Timberwolves. So see if the Pels can. So the ball will go back to the Pels. A good turnover by the Timberwolves, going back to the Pels. So let's see if the Pels get a 3. Nope, Bledsoe misses. And nope, he almost had a good shot. Ball goes back to the Timberwolves, and that basket is good. So it's 12-9. Timberwolves still 12-9. You score. So let's see if they can try to
Rubio thought he'd reverse it. Instead,
get a basket here. I'll pass it.
Collected out by Brandon Ingram.
Goes back to Minnesota. So Brandon Ingram deflected it.
You can see Kogi, yeah, he's walking under it. And in today's NBA,
Kogi,
that's a foul.
We'll get a 2-minute report. Oh, that's right. It's not the first 5 minutes of the game, is it?
And it looked like B.I. just hit that ball out of bounds. You can see him talking about it right now.
So the ball goes back to the Pels. Good defensive play by Ingram.
3 for 8.
3 for nice 3. So Lonzo Ball knocks down a 3, makes it 12 apiece. What's happening, Jason? Let's see what you have. How you doing? What's up?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Okay, 12-12 is the score. We got Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Jason joins us here live in the broadcast. 12-12. And the 3 is good. So once again, Alonzo Ball connecting.
He's heating up.
Yeah. Still 15-12 you score. Back to a 3-point game. And the shot is no good. Going back to the Pels. See if they can knock another 3 down. And nope. Not in. So still 15-12. That's going to be a foul coming in.
A break that didn't girl home. So
he's knocking down 3s. Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it this way. He's starting to get his shooting back up. Because his shooting was a little bit not up to snuff, but he is getting it back up. So commercial break, 15-12. So once again, thanks for joining us, Jason's video blog. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Other scores, I'm going to give you some scores while we wait. Okay, it is Charlotte on top 58-42. Golden State down 33-25. And the Atlanta Hawks on top 11-10. And the Miami Heat down 18-14. That's in the first quarter. And also, let's give you another score. Memphis on top of Orlando, 22-15. And Indiana is on top 16-4. So he can mute his mic. And to the game broadcast returns. If you can hear the game broadcast, let us know. We do have it on Bally Sports. So that is definitely good. I'm glad to see. So we're going to go ahead and give you a game college baseball update. I'm going to go ahead and give you a college baseball scoreboard update. So let me go ahead and go to my screens, and I'll give you my college baseball scores. Okay, it's college baseball. So we'll wait. We'll wait. We're back 15-12. Sorry about that. We'll come back and we'll do it during the break. Okay, we're back on live. The audio's back on. If you can hear it, let me know. If It's
officially a full NBA season.
You can hear the audio if you can. If you don't, I could just turn it up a little bit.
As of the end of the game 2 nights
Sounds
ago.
good.
He's done it.
Oh, it sounded good? Okay. All right, 15-12 to score. We're waiting for so Zion Williamson, I'm going to tell you, this guy absolutely is making an impact with this Pelicans team. 25.5 points a game.
He's electrifying.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, he's going to be the future of the Pelicans before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had Chris Paul back then. Chris Paul was one of them. Then you had Anthony Davis. I mean, now you got Zion.
And B.I.
Yeah, and also B.I. B.I.'s another one. I mean, he's gonna be around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
So free throws coming up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-12, and the first one is up, and it is good. So it's 15-13. Pels by 2.
Jim, thank you. And the Pels, they don't have short-term memory. They know what happened. And you brought it up, baby. Losing by 30 at home.
I mean, when you lose by 30, it's an embarrassment. Second free throw is good, 1-point game. 15-14, ball goes back to the Pels. Let's see what happens. Alonzo Ball will inbound it. He'll pass it to Brandon Ingram.
Josh Okogie shares it with a hot hand.
Oh, Alonzo Ball misses. Goes back over to the Timberwolves, still by 1 point. 3-point shot by Minnesota. The lead's now 2 for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 17-15. That's a 3-point shot by them. Ball goes back to
Anthony Towns.
so let's see who gets in.
Anthony Towns shooting 39%
And the shot.
this season. Bledsoe. Now a shot
See if Bledsoe goes in.
He knows it.
Shot is no good. That's a missed shot. Ball goes back
The last 5
to
points belong
the
to
Timberwolves.
Minnesota. Anthony Edwards.
See if they can try to slow down the Timberwolves on their offensive possession. No good. So it's good defensive play by the Pels. Still 17-15. Down by only 2. And that shot is no good. And let's see if they can convert. And they do.
Pels back out on top.
So Pels.
4 of 9.
Yep. So it's 18-17, 1-point game.
Ahead of schedule.
So a nice little basket by
They still found a way to win with only 5.
so timeout, 5 minutes flat remaining.
But he hasn't checked into the game yet.
So this is what I mean. You see him doing what you're supposed to do, and he's helping, but you also have to realize you're guarding a center in Karl Anthony Towns that has 0 offensive flaws.
So there's no
He
looks
can
like
shoot the basketball.
no timeouts. Looks like the ball will go back to the
So you got to understand
Pels. Still
Matthew Marshall, you saw him check into the game.
leading by 1, 18-17.
So does James Johnson.
Shot.
Jackson's already been out there.
And 3-point shot is good.
They already matched their total from last game.
So it's going to be 21, 17.
29 last game.
Take them while they're falling.
Now Edwards.
Yeah.
He does dominate the basketball.
Oh, yeah. So that's from the left side. Bledsoe knocks it down. 21-17.
It'll be Bledsoe after the stop.
So let's see if the Pels can go one more time. 3.
Basketball. And a step back 3.
Nope. This step back
That's
3.
a recipe for that equation, basically. Najee finds Jackson.
I think he was throwing
And got it in. 23-17 Pels.
Soft rim. And the Pels have the rim slip the game.
So they're pretty good lead. So
the Pels now.
So Jackson Hayes getting the basket. Makes it 23-17. See if they can try to. It's going to be a foul coming in.
Block on James.
So it's a block on James
It
Johnson.
looked like he slid over and got there in time. I would guess that his heels are on the restricted circle. That's the excellent rotation. Yep, there they are.
Yeah. So it's block on James Johnson.
I like what the Pelicans are doing.
McDaniels
Yeah.
going to the free throw
Taking
line.
the threes right away.
Points.
Yeah.
Game in New Orleans.
I mean, they're gonna have to take those threes because I'm gonna tell you, Minnesota,
At 20.
they are the hottest team right now. I mean, they're not
Against the first
record-wise, no, but
we want you to
they're starting to heat up.
and you can hold the 504 day T-shirt to
So
represent.
they may not make the playoffs this year, but I'm gonna tell you, they're going to be a very
T-shirt.
hot ball club.
Pelicans.com/win.
And that free throw is good. So both free throws converted.
504 day T-shirt.
23-19
It's a given.
here in the first
Appreciate that.
quarter. Just under 4 minutes remaining, 3:42 remaining in the first. Let's see if Minnesota will take the ball back.
Man, didn't share it, did he?
And the shot is good. 3-point play coming in.
If you're playing against
That's Russell.
like BI was just doing right there, it's really, really tough. Because you're playing against a guy in McDaniels that is 6'9" and he's long and he can move his feet. It's tough to just attack him one-on-one when he knows that he has the boxes and elbows.
So 23-21.
You can't be doing that.
So go
Pelicans
ahead.
have been having a problem with the turnover. We need to limit that.
Yeah, we have to start limit that because, to be honest with you, that's been a problem the whole season.
Whether he's going to grow up.
Whether it's going to be in the first half or in the second half, it's been a
He's
problem.
showing a lot of maturity right now coming off the bench.
When you throw the ball away like that on a bad pass,
James Johnson,
you're not going to win many games. I hate to say it. So 23-21.
And Rancho, look out.
Nope, missed straight by Minnesota. So Pelicans lucked out on that
Good read.
defensive play.
Jackson saves it.
Let's see if they can.
What
So
balance
it's the
for
pass. That's going to be
Now Kyra with Brandon.
Kyra Lewis going-
Decision of the much smaller man gets the triple.
gets the triple.
There it is.
So BI knocks it down 26 feet away. 26-21.
Easy one.
Easy basket.
All our points are coming from the three right now.
Yeah. So Nash Reed gets the basket, makes it 26-23. Nash Reed, former LSU player.
Najee Marshall.
Najee Marshall knocks down a three. 29-23.
So don't wake me. Whatever you do. You can't lose sight of the
And that's another
Jordan McLaughlin.
breakdown by the Pelicans defense getting an easy basket.
That's the
So back to a 4-point game, 29-25.
He saw the back of Kyra Lewis's head, knowing that Kyra's not seeing the ball. And I
I
don't know
like what they're doing.
Yeah.
have to be in.
I mean, they have to slow Minnesota down.
Yeah.
So we're going to mute this for a few minutes. Let me get this muted. Okay, once again, 29-25 to score. Like I said, what you think about the first couple of baskets? I think it's Minnesota is knocking down their baskets right now. So what you think, Jason? So give me
I like what they're doing because they're laying down the foundation from the 3-point, which is going to make easy look for Zion Williamson going to the basket later in the game.
Oh yeah,
And the defense second-guess themselves.
yeah, because they're going to second guess. They're going to get those. They're going to go through those players and getting those easy baskets. I mean, that's something. Let's show you the numbers. Okay, right now the points in the paint. We'll show you numbers. Points in the paint. I'm going to show it right at the screen. Right now the points in the paint are at 10-6. So right now they're leading 10-6. Also on fast break points, they're leading 6-2. Minnesota, so 6-2. So right now they're shooting 8 of 17, 47%. They're 3 of 7. Pelicans right now 7 out of 13, just 52%. So 7 out of 13 is not too bad.
Not at all.
No, because first is a 42% clip. Now the rebounding aspects right now it's even at 10. The offensive rebounds 3-2 in favor of the Pelicans, and the defensive rebounds 8-7 in favor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So the score is 29-25. We're back live. So here with Jason from Jason's blog. Here on giving us sitting in with about the Pelicans game. Once again, 29-25. If you want to come in, comment with us, you can video chat. You can go through the StreamYard link. We'll put the audio feeds back in.
5 for 29 versus OKC 9-0. And tonight is completely different because on your energy power play tonight, it's that 3-point line, 7-13 in the first quarter. This is a completely different basketball team where they have the ability to stretch their floor and knock that shot down with efficiency.
So 29-25, we're back live here.
Right now, it's these Pelicans and the way they are shooting that basketball.
And a huge improvement, as you mentioned. And these two teams are side by side when it comes.
So they went 5 for 29 on Thursday, but tonight 7 of 13.
35%. And right next to him, 23rd in the league. Good catch by Zion, who's back into the game.
That's it. The pass goes down low. Zion Williamson, and he knocks it down, makes it 31-20. 5. So see if Minnesota Pelicans fall down on the defensive.
He took his time and elevated over Vanderbilt.
That's his first shot of the game. 5 minutes on the floor.
That's going to be Zion.
Russell up against Najee Marshall.
Najee.
And little script. Yeah,
that basket's good.
He's a big guard.
D'Angelo Russell getting into the paint. That was unacceptable. They should have guarded D'Angelo Russell.
The last possession, I was just going to say, Kyra has to be aggressive turning that corner.
So it's 33-27.
So that's open for Kyra to turn that corner, get into that lane, and be aggressive.
D'Angelo Russell.
And the 3 is no good. That's a miss by D'Angelo Russell once again. Ball go back.
Turnover.
Yeah, that's sloppy. So that's an easy basket. That's points off the turnovers. That's the reason we've been continuing to have a bad turnover night. And that's going to be a basket. It's going to be Jackson Hayes. Makes it 35-29.
We talk about one of the underrated aspects of Zion's game, his ability to put the ball on the floor and make plays for a teammate. Jackson and his ability to do this, to handle that ball, whether it's in the open court or the half court, and make plays like that. That's impressive.
So the free throw is good. Makes it 36-29 here in the first quarter, 41 seconds remaining here in the first. See if Minnesota will pass down low. It's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be on Johnson. So that will give them free throw opportunities.
This middle pick and roll gave them problems. It was Ricky Rubio. Right now it's D'Angelo Russell. So I don't know if it's the lack of communication, the lack of
free throws is
they've got a couple
no good.
Out for that middle
Still 36-29.
They're watching film, trends, tendencies. And they're saying if you slip the screen, they're not going to rotate.
And that second free throw is good. Cuts the lead to a 6-point game, 36-30. So let's see if the Pelicans can kind of increase this lead. Passes it down to Bledsoe. That's going to go over to down below. It's going to be Kyra Lewis for 3. No good. It's going to be a foul on the floor.
It is third, the bonus foul.
So bonus. So Zion will.
Free throws for Zion.
Yep. So free throws. Yep. Exactly.
Which is a part of this game that needs a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, he has to get those free throws in. The first one is good. Makes it okay, 37-30. So you'll hear the second free throw by Zion is good. So it makes it a 7-point advantage, 37-30. So and they'll play for the final shot here in the see if they'll try get a basket, and nope. Nope.
Got a good start to the game.
So good start to the first quarter. Once again, your score is 38-30. So we have to mute the sound due to the music playing, any copyright, because we don't want to get that. So let's go ahead and give you the first quarter stats. I'm gonna pull my stats up in just a second from NBA.com. Let's see if I can grab it. I'll grab it in just a second. So I got to get the stats from there. Let's see if I got them. Okay, 38-30. So at the end of one, so I got my screen up. So I'll give you those game stats in just a few seconds. I got to get them off the stat boards. So I'm going to go ahead and get it off the stat boards. And we'll give you those stats after one. Okay, the stats are on the screen. Pelicans right now are shooting 50%. Minnesota Timberwolves at 47, 3-point shooting, 7 of 15 for the Pels, and also 3 of 8 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The turnover ratios even. It was 6 even on the points off the turnovers. Pelicans had 3 turnovers. That was 6 points off the turnovers. The Minnesota Timberwolves got 4. Pelicans got 6 off of those turnovers. So that was in the first quarter. So let's give you the production that's in the paint. Minnesota Timberwolves went at 14 points. Pelicans 12. Pelicans 6 of 10, Minnesota 7 of 11 in the paint. Now in the second chance opportunities, the Pelicans led 7-0, 2 out of 3. Minnesota 0-2. Now the fast break points, Pelicans draw 8-2. Minnesota went 3 of 4, and the Pels went 1 of 1. So that was in the first quarter. So we will give you the bench score as well, bench numbers as well. I'm going to give you the bench numbers. Let me get those bench numbers up, and I'll give you the bench points as well. Bench points right now, as we speak, 11-10 in favor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's in the games, 11-10. So that we will get back to game coverage. Switch it back in. So the score is 30.
We need the Warriors to drop it to the.
Yeah, we need it. That's going to be a very tough game on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to win on Monday and Tuesday.
Yep.
Because if they don't win those games Monday and Tuesday, they may not get in at number 10. Because it could be San Antonio and the Pelicans 9 versus 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen. So
It's upside. It's off the charts.
I think the Pelicans will squeak in.
yeah. Right now they're down 50-44. So 50-44. Houston is beating them 50-44. So he's on the line. Free throw is good. So the lead is 40-30. So free throws both converted by Jackson Hayes. 40-30. And let's see who gets it. And that easy basket is good by Minnesota. So that's D'Angelo Russell makes it 40-32.
Did everything.
See if they can try to
Then give it back to him.
inbound.
James Johnson.
James Johnson going to the lane, and he will get the basket. So James Johnson increased the lead to 10, 42-32.
Nice to have him back.
Yeah, I'm glad to see James Johnson back. I would like to see Josh Hart come back, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Is Nickeil Alexander-Walker out for the year?
He's also out too. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He was one of our players, but He's out as well. So that's the only two. We have Ingram and Zion back. So it's 42-34 after D'Angelo Russell knocks down the basket. And that's a missed shot by the Pels, and that is going to be inbounded by and that's a missed shot by D'Angelo Russell.
Because when Zion's bringing the ball up the floor, you can see whoever's guarding Najee Marshall, whoever's guarding Kyra Lewis, they are basically a man and a half to 2 men on Zion.
Leaving.
Right. And daring these guys to make shots. And what Chris Finch is saying is, okay, you might have made him in the first quarter, but you're going to have to continue making them for the next 36
Yeah, because they're going to have 2 men on Zion.
Zion is called for his first foul. Nas Reed with McLaughlin.
If they can
on the probe. Hernan Gomez.
That shot is no good. Ball goes back to
it away from 2.
Pels.
And leaking out. Low percentage.
And that ball
and when he catches it, is he going to
will go back to
You're exactly right. That's the thought. Because even if Kyra Lewis catches that ball,
the Timberwolves. That was a bad pass.
There's going to be pace. We know
ball
that.
will go back to the Timberwolves after a bad pass.
You brought it up at the top of the telecast. They're 4th in the league in pace. McLaughlin waiting for the pick.
Again with the turnovers.
And
yeah.
There's the volume guy over there.
Bad pass by Zion Williamson. That was just the worst pass.
He's only at 35% of this triple.
Ball goes back. It's still 42-37. That's basket by Minnesota.
5-point lead for the Pels.
So 5-point lead for Pels.
Johnson, I thought he was going to go back to Zion.
They can go back.
Zion shares it. Nice
that's Juancho, Herman Gomez.
One of the things that he's learning to do is to play off of Zion and off of BI.
So that's not
you don't have to just space and shoot because someone's leaving you. If you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, 9:41 remaining here in the first half. The score is 42-37.
That's right.
Yeah, he and Zion are clicking. There's no question about that. When we've seen him, Zion finally.
The free throws coming up. For,
going to the free throw line.
Free throws are up,
and the Pels are
and it is good.
8.
That's going to be Kyra.
Watching a lot of these NBA games,
Lewis.
It seems like what guys feel because of the new analytics of this league is if somebody's leaving me open for 3, I have to shoot a 3. If you're not comfortable shooting that shot at that particular
second free throw is good. So it's 44-37. Pels on top. Both free throws converted by Kyra Lewis. Let's see. They'll slow him down, and Minnesota gets to the lane. So it's still 44-39. So that's D'Angelo Russell assist.
Now Zion, speaking of big guys, great heads blocked by the rim. It looked like more than Nas Reed, maybe. And Zion.
And another block, and the shot is good. So that's third time. 46-39. Pels on top.
Nas Reed's been taking
Let's see if the Pels can slow down the.
Somebody's got to take care of D'Angelo Russell, though.
And that's going to be a basket. Okay, I would tell you, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt gets a basket, makes it 46-41. 3-point shot is good. Right side.
Here we go.
Najee Marshall, 49-41.
This is a nice shot.
Yeah, so about from 23 feet on the right side, you'll see it. It is 49-43. Pels on top, they cut the lead. See if they can get a basket here. It's going to be a reach on Russell. So D'Angelo Russell gets the shooting foul.
And I can't help it, but if Kyra
free throw is up and good. Makes it 50-43. So now James Johnson gets the first.
He's not going to beat you.
You'll have free throw number 2.
And James Johnson, this was in the act of shooting. Our Louisiana Lottery Powerball update.
Where we at?
Churchill Downs. I needed $129 million.
Look, man, if we win this, we ain't blowing in no horses.
No,
Okay?
we're gonna have a stable. It's not gonna be a gamble. It's not gonna be a bet. We're owners by then.
So the free throw is going to be good, 50 to 43. I mean, Joe Myers and Antonio Davis come up with some crazy.
50-43, 7-point game. Rubio back in. Karl Anthony Towns.
And that shot is no good. Ball going back to the Pels. Still 50 to 43. Let's see if they can go to the corner and
so that's the.
It's going to be a foul coming in.
We're all going up against each other down to the block. Anthony Edwards and Zion Williamson, who's playing actually his 83rd game.
And I like this right here, because this is, you're going to be talking about this all the time. This is simple basketball. You know, Lonzo, he just ran Zion to the box and dropped it to him because.
So Zion will go to the line and attempt the free throw. And free throw is up and good. Makes it 51-43. He will have a second attempt.
Good job on the bench for the Pels tonight.
That's Brandon Ingram coming in.
Games from Minnesota against the Pels. Right. Bench scoring in the game in New Orleans was 72 to 43. Minnesota. In the first game here in Minnesota, Minneapolis, it was 50 to 17 Wolves. And now Minnesota out of fouls.
So the free throw is good, so it makes it.
Pels are now with that
Zion's knocking down the free throws tonight.
Yeah, he's knocking down free throws, definitely. Both free throws are good. So the ball goes back to the Pels, still leading 52-43. And the basket is good. So Zion makes it 54-43. Full timeout by Minnesota. They just absolutely not on the game tonight. They're just getting.
Because that bear got some broad shoulders, and once his shoulders get to your chest, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Okay, 54-43 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, Zion is just an absolute beast. When it comes down to it, they can't. They can put maybe 2-3 guys on him, but I don't think. Going to succeed. I think Zion's going to just drive it through the hoop and just get there. So it's 54-43. Let's give you the stat numbers. Right now, the Pels shooting 48%. That's 17 of 35. Also, 48.5% for Minnesota. 3-point shooting down a little bit for Minnesota. They're at 30%. Pels are at 44%. So pretty good. 44%. Now the Pels are at 92% free throws. Rebounding aspects, 20 to 13 in favor of the Timberwolves, 8-3 on the offensive boards, 12 to 10 on the defensive boards. Now the turnovers, Pels even at 5. Points in the paint, Minnesota leading 22 to 18, and then 8-2 on the fast break points. So that score is 54-43. We'll wait for the game to return. Game audio from Fox Bailey Sports. We'll give you some scoreboard updates. Let's give you a scoreboard update. I'm going to go through the Garrett Gamecasters. Charlotte on top, 77-68. And we'll go to Golden State's Gamecast. It is 55-49. That game's at halftime. So Houston leading 55-49. So that's helping the Pelicans out big time. And let's see what else we have. We showed you the same score. This is the same score. Okay. Chicago on top, 42-37. And the Miami Heat tied up at 50. That's games going on. We'll get back to the Gamecast. And we'll get Jason back in. So we're getting back in. 50-43. 54-43 is the score. So right now, so far so good. Houston's helping
institution
The
parents implemented around them.
New Orleans Pelicans, they're losing right now. At halftime, that's 55-49. So Golden State right now is.
What a distinct honor. Put in that kind of work. And then be among
So let's see if they can go. And that basket can be taken away. And Alonzo will get to the racks. Makes it 56-43. Pelicans lead 56-43.
I like to smile
and
heck of a catch.
They will tap the left corner three. No. Good.
This time jumped. Carl Anthony Towns.
And Carl Anthony Towns missed the basket going back to
you can really discourage him.
the
Pour it on early.
Dells. Let's see. Don't even. And they throw it away. Edwards knocking, getting a basket. So 56-45. So it's a bad pass. So they stole a pass.
So points off
Ricky Rubio. So 56-45. 6 minutes and
Lonzo tough.
Lonzo. Nope. Blocked away. Missed shot by the
Rubio's got it the other way.
Pelicans going back to Minnesota.
Sharing it.
Now pass it.
Stays in bounds.
Stays in bounds. The Pelicans will have it. So they kind of had a bad pass themselves. Minnesota. That was Jaden McDaniels. And the three is no good. Going back to the Timberwolves.
So Kobe back in there.
So let's see.
Basically, they're starting five.
3-point shot is good.
8-point game, 5.5 to play.
So 8-point game. So Towns knocks down the
especially in transition.
three.
Opportunity to really open this game up.
56-48.
We're not hitting them like we were in the first quarter.
No, I mean we're going cold in the second quarter. Absolutely cold. I mean, Carl Anthony Towns, I'm gonna tell you, he's just he will knock down some shots.
He's scary.
Yeah. I mean, Minnesota might have a bad record, but they got some reputable players. So Willie Herman Gomez will get the foul. So let's see. We'll be on the line for Minnesota.
So first time. Jackson just
So the free throw is up and it's good.
Gets the first of two.
So the lead's cut down to 56-49. That's Edwards.
So the first overall pick of the draft, a lot of people, AD, thought that, is it going to be James Wiseman? Well, as it turns out right now, it could have been LaMelo Ball, too.
Right.
Either Edwards or Ball, and I don't think you go wrong. And the old adage that takes bigs.
I mean, that could have been a good fit for LaMelo Ball if we would have selected him. That would have been a good because with his brother playing with us, it could have been a good
Edwards on the arrow and trying to stay with the play.
And nope.
The activity pays off, doesn't it?
And that shot is good, so it's an easy basket. So it looks like given away by the Pels.
He's going to the line.
So it's going to be a free throw opportunity for Minnesota.
This is good.
Yeah.
Be quick, but don't hurry.
They're just being the Pelicans in the interior right now.
Yeah, they got to slow them down in the paint. Because if they don't slow them down, they're just going to get points off for those in the
Because
paint.
there was a couple opportunities where the floor was out of balance, where the Pels were at 13. They had an opportunity to push it up to 17.
The free throw is coming up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This young man's an incredible athlete. You and I watch their games. So Anthony Edwards. First overall, after a year at Georgia, a 19-year-old from Atlanta. He's still just 19.
All right.
So you see where he is.
Okay, once again, Jason joining us here on from Please, if you on YouTube, you can go look up his video. It's called Jason's Video Blogs. He does fishing videos that if you're interested in that, you can go there. Also, follow me as well. We always give you great play-by-play coverage here on Without a Shadow of a Doubt. We So Bledsoe is going to be draws the foul. So 56-54, back to a 2-point advantage.
So Edwards with that foul.
We're keeping men.
Hard to foul. Yeah, you can see his left arm. Right. And Glenn is really good at that. He kind of baits you into reaching in for that ball. The moment you reach for that ball, he raises up for a shot.
That free throw is good.
He's doing a good job.
So it's a one back to a 3-point game, 57-54. So I'm gonna tell you right now, we have to kind of straighten up our act because we're gonna continue going downhill here in this second quarter. So we can't continue doing what we're doing. It's giving up easy easy and quick baskets. So they'll pass it. Kept by Lonzo Ball. Let's see if they can get it to Zion. And he gets the basket. So makes it 59-54 with the Alonzo Ball assist. So it makes it 59-54. It's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be, and he draws the foul, so it's Edwards drawing the foul.
Is he coming into the side? Yes.
And it's going to go to the free throw line. And a nice little tip by Alonzo Ball, handing it over to Zion to get the easy basket, makes it 59-54. And D'Angelo Russell knocks down an 8-foot shot, makes it 59-56. And that ball goes back to the Minnesota Timberwolves for 3, no good. Good defensive effort by the Pels. Let's see if they can try to knock down a 3-point shot from the right side, no good. Let's see if the Timberwolves, you just got to be careful. Call Anthony Towns. You get that ball to him, and he's going to definitely just start shooting it. And definitely, he just absolutely knocked it down. So it's a basket by Anthony Edwards. That's another guy you got to be careful of, Anthony Edwards.
It's not good.
No, this is a very close game. I'm gonna tell you.
Eating us right now.
Yeah, they're knocking shots down. A 16-3 run.
Yeah.
That's something we gotta stop doing. It's giving up those 16-3 runs.
Zion's been a good player this game, but he's usually got about 16 right now. So
I'm going to give you the box scores. I'm going to go ahead and put those up on the screen. So your box scores on the screen: Williamson with 14, Ingram with 6, Willingham and Gomez with 0, Ball with 13. So Ball's so far 13. And Johnson, let's see, he had 3. Bledsoe had 6. Now for the Timberwolves, Edwards with 16 points. Towns with 8. So Towns knocked down 2 out of 4. So Edwards is absolutely at 16 points right now. And D'Angelo Russell coming off the bench, having that's 10 points. So the only one came off the bench for the Pels, scored. There was in single figures was Marshall, Lewis, and Hayes. So Marshall, Lewis, and Hayes. So scores 59-59, 2:38 remaining in the game. So we'll give you some Gamecast updates from different games going on tonight. Charlotte on top 88-80. Also, the start of the third quarter for the Houston Rockets, they're on top 55-51, 10:03 remaining. And that one,
Hold on, Rockets.
yeah, and it's now 56-51. So score just changed, 56-51. And Chicago on top 52-49. And we'll go to Miami. Okay, Miami on top 64-55. That's against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the lonely in Cleveland Cavaliers. Also, it has Memphis on top 6-43. And one more score we got to give you is Indiana on top 78-46. This is an absolute just devastation. Now it's 80-46.
They're on the roll right now.
Indiana, I'm gonna tell you, they're just absolutely destroying Oklahoma City. I mean, they're not that good this year. I'll be honest with you.
Starting as opposed to coming off the pitch.
Yeah, it was strange the way they.
I mean, they might be a potential first lottery pick in the NBA draft. And that is going to be a foul. That's going to be on Minnesota. That's going to be Brandon Ingram getting the foul. So they will draw it. It's Minnesota.
But you spend the entire timeout coming out on what you want to run and how you want to execute, and then you come out and turn the basketball over.
Don't give Jaden McDaniels credit because he
Free throws is good. 60-59 lead back to one for the Timberwolves.
The 3 run from Minnesota. And the turnovers have dropped up, haven't they?
And you see the difference.
Yeah, 16 points off 9 turnovers. And make it 17 with
16 points off the 9 turnovers. You can't do stuff like that.
Was value in the basketball. It was a 9-assist, 3 turnover first quarter.
Lonzo, Sheridan. They're staying in the zone, aren't they?
Well, let's see if they'll pass it.
You should stay in the zone. Great pass. You should stay in the zone until you get.
And that 3 from the right side is no good. So it's Alonzo Ball missing a 3. Goes back to the Timberwolves with a minute and 53 seconds. 3-point shot is no good. Still, Minnesota will have the offensive rebound. They'll have a second chance opportunity here.
Because the activity of this young team, it'll be Edwards.
And Edwards, no good, going back to the Pelicans. So the ball, good defensive play by the Pels here in the second quarter, 61-59. Ball will go back.
So all the way to the hole, you got it.
And that's a basket. So Eric Bledsoe gets it, makes it 61 apiece. So let's see if they can final 124.
I gotta go.
All right, you can come back anytime. So have a good night, Jason's video blog. All right, once again, Jason from Jason's video blog coming in to analyze the Pelicans game here with us. 61-61 she scored. So thanks for joining us. I know he had to leave, so let him leave. So 62-61 to score. So they once again he can come back whenever he wants. Just like anybody over here, if you want to come in, video chat with us. StreamYard links are posted in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're on those 3 sites, if you're on one of them, you can click. And Jackson Hayes getting the basket. Makes it 63-62. So Jackson Hayes on the alley-oop makes it 63-62. It's a score. Pels by a point. And that shot is no good. It's a miss. See if the Pels can get in there and goes. And that is going to be Zion Williamson. 65-62 Pels. So let's see if the Pels can hold on to this lead.
So we're talking about the hot shooting of Lonzo early.
And let's see if they can try to get a 3-point shot. Ooh, that was a blistering 3. So that is 65-0. Can't give up those threes. 65-0. So 65-65. D'Angelo Russell, he's been knocking down shots.
11.4 to play in the half, and a while now. They've been trading.
Kogi does a good job of really fighting.
I'm gonna tell you, this is not a run-of-the-mill team we're looking at here. Minnesota Timberwolves is a very good team, despite their record. I mean, throw out the records. I mean, and you'll have a very good, consistent basketball team because they can just have challenge coming up here. So, well, I have a challenge that will be in just a second. We'll wait for the challenge. The rolling on the challenge. So, if you want to come in, once again, also Saints had an excellent day in day 3 of the draft. Drafting cornerback. So we will once again at halftime we will recap the draft picks that the Saints got in the 2021 NFL draft. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, with the NFC South, it's probably going to be once again come down to the NFC South. Who wins the NFC South? Whether it be Atlanta, whether it be Carolina, or whether it be the New Orleans Saints. That's how, like I said. So we're looking at a review. It's a review coming in.
Okay, so remember when we played in Denver, and I said, I'm not being biased, I'm being honest. So what I do is switch it around. And I think if this is Lonzo Ball that slides his feet with his hands out right there, I think that's a foul. So I'm not thinking about this as, okay, does it benefit the Pels or does it not? I'm trying to look at this with a non-biased eye. And to me, Josh Okogie looked like he was in legal guarding position. He's sliding his feet and he has his hands out.
He was sliding his feet. So Minnesota, that ball will go to Minnesota. The challenge is upheld. Minnesota wins their challenge. I'll be honest with you, that was a stupid challenge, to say the least, because he held Okogie held his. He was sliding, like Antonio Davis was saying. I mean, look, it is a jump ball. I mean, it is what it is. We have to live with it. So let's move on. I know I'm a little unhappy about that, but the ball will go back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here, just 9.6 remaining here in the first half. Let's see if they can get a 3-point shot off before the end of the half, and does it. So the
it was Minnesota that picked it up the same way on their triples in the second quarter. So we are dead even.
So we're dead even at 65 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be honest with you, this first half was absolutely a topsy-turvy first half. When it comes down to it, they had a call that was absolutely questionable. I mean, it was just some calls that should have been made. I mean, but it is what it is. So 65-65 here at halftime. So we're going to go ahead and go through the first half stats. I'm going to go through those first half stats with you. I'm going to get those stats up in just a second. So we have them. We'll set them up into the screen. So we have the first half stats set up. So I'm going to go over to the first half box score. Okay, first half box score on your screen. So I will go through the first half box score. Pelicans shooting 46.8%. They're also shooting 8 of 23 on 3-point range. Minnesota held to 33%. They're also shooting 45%, 22 of 48. Now, points off of turnovers, Pelicans had 9. Turnovers, it turned into 17 points off of turnovers for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota had 8. 10 came off of those Pelicans. That was Pelicans points off of turnovers for the Pelicans. Now, the point production in the paint, Pelicans and Timberwolves tied up at 28. Both teams shot 14 shots in the first half. Also, second chance points, Pelicans led 13-6. They went 4 of 7, 3 of 8 for the Timberwolves. Fast break points, Pelicans led. They were down 12-10. 4 of 8. Pelicans went 5 of 5. So let's give you quarter two stats. Pelicans in the second quarter shot only 12%. They were 1 for 8. Minnesota shot 30%. That's 4 out of 13. But the Pelicans shoot 42%. Minnesota shots 44%. Now the points off of turnovers, Pelicans had 6 given up. They also gave up 11 points off of turnovers in the second quarter. Now, in the paint, Pelicans led 16-14. They went 8 of 12. Second chance points, Pelicans went 2 of 4. They had 6 points in the off a second chance. Fast break points, Pelicans led 8-4. They went 4 out of 4. So that was in their first half as well. So once again, you score 65-65 at halftime here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We will go ahead. We will recap what happened with the Saints picks in round 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're going to go ahead and give you that recap. So I'm going to go over to the NFL DraftCast page. I'm going to go through that DraftCast once more with the Saints. So I'm going to go through the Saints draft picks. So I'm going through the Saints picks with you. So I'm going to go over the Saints draft picks. Okay, we'll go through the draft picks 5 through 7. We'll start in, let's see, let's go over to, so we'll recap what they got in round 4, round 6, and round 7. Okay, let me get that put in. Okay, we have it on the screen. Okay, the New Orleans Saints in the 4th round selected Ian Book. I think that was a good investment for the Saints' future, getting a quarterback. Also, they selected Lance Young, offensive tackle out of Kentucky. And he also selected Kerwin Baker. He's from South Alabama, so that's going to be another running back being behind Alvin Kamara and Dwayne Washington. So that's probably going to be a good combination. If you have a 1-2-3 punch in your running game, that will be a great investment for the Saints. So the draft absolutely was an excellent draft. I mean, sure, we did pick a quarterback. We needed a quarterback to solidify with Malcolm Marshall Lattimore when he was released. We can get back to covering the ball a lot better. So that is the draft recap for the New Orleans Saints side. So New Orleans Saints draft recap. As followed. So that was rounds 4, 6, and 7. So we will go over some college baseball scores. Okay, we will go ahead and go over some college baseball scores here. I'm going to go ahead and get those baseball scores out for you. I'm going to pull them up. So let me put those up on the screen. Okay, college baseball scores. I'm going to recap the Tulane baseball game. So let's give you a recap on Tulane baseball. Okay, Tulane baseball. Final score 7-4. Tulane loses the game 7-4. So we'll give you the winning pitchers and losing pitchers. So I'm going to give you those. Okay, final score, Tulane loses 7-4. Donovan Benoit took the loss. He's 3-2. Tulane, Ben Seals gets the win. Derek Cherry gets the save for the Houston Cougars. That was in game one. That was in game one of today's game. So they lose 7-4. And we will give you the box score from tonight's game out at Turchin Stadium. Okay, let's give you that score update. So I'm going to give you that score update as well. And we'll return to game coverage in just a few moments. Okay, in the top of the third, Tulane leading 3-0. Houston is batting. Runners at first and second, and no one out. One out in the inning. So 1 out in the inning for the Houston Cougars. So Houston Cougars down 3-0. So that's in the top of the third. Okay, we will give you another. We'll give you a UNO baseball update as well. UNO baseball, they're playing tonight as well at Lake Charles. They're playing the MacDees Cowboys. So we'll give you an update on those. The UNO Privateers. Okay, UNO wins 8-4, so UNO wins 8-4. Caleb Selesky got the save. Brandon Mitchell got the win. Congratulations. So UNO wins 8-4 in game one. And we'll give you game two's box score in just a second. So that was game 8-3. So we got game, let's see, game two. Yeah, that was game two, 8-4. So they did win 8-4. So 8-4 was your final. Okay, we'll give you an update on Nichols. Nichols baseball. We'll give you an update on them, and then we'll head back over to the Pelicans game. So I'm putting it in the screen. Okay, Incarnate Word on top 2-1 out in Thibodeau. Nichols is batting. No, UIW is batting, so UIW is batting. Okay, we'll give you an LSU score. Okay, LSU score in the bottom of the third. We'll give you an update on that game as well. So I'm going to put the live game cast up on the screen. You'll see it. Okay, it is 5-1, bottom of the sixth. LSU is batting. Colin Cranford is batting in the game, so he is batting. No outs in the inning, so 5-1 LSU. LSU did score 3 runs in the bottom of the first, bottom of the second, and bottom of the third, so they're in the bottom of the sixth. They are leading 5-1 in the game. So we'll return to the Pelicans game in just a few moments once they return on Valley Sports New Orleans. Pelicans and knotted up at 65. So knotted up at 65. Pelicans and Timberwolves. So once they return to game action, we will have it for you. So let's give you a Major League Baseball scoreboard update. Okay, Major League Baseball tonight. Cardinals on top, 7-3. Runners at third for Pittsburgh at 2 outs. Boston down 6-5. That's in the bottom of the sixth. Tied up at 2 is Milwaukee and the LA Dodgers. And Atlanta. See, Atlanta is on top 5-2. Arizona on top 2-1. That's in the bottom of the third. Also in the top of the third, it is 3-0. San Diego on top of San Francisco, and the LA Angels on top 2-0. Other games of interest earlier today. Yankees winning 6-4. Nationals winning 7-2. Kansas City Royals winning 11-3. Chicago White Sox winning 7-3. Baltimore winning 8-4. Chicago Cubs winning 3-2. And the New York Mets, Houston Astros won 3-1. And also the Mets winning 5-4 over the Philadelphia Phillies in earlier action in Major League Baseball this afternoon. So once again, your score is 65 even. We will have the second half in just a few moments here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Once again, thanks for joining us here. We will not have a game tomorrow. We'll take off. We'll have sports talk tomorrow, but we will not have a game until Monday. We'll have Golden State here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. On Tuesday even, we will have our first 3 games of the opening day of the Biloxi Shucker season. We will have the game for you here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. There will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Biloxi Shuckers baseball. They will take on the Birmingham Barons. Their games start at 6:35. We will be here covering the Biloxi Shuckers. If you're not familiar with Biloxi Shuckers, they are a AA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. They've been around for, I'd say, about maybe 5-6 years. 5-6 years. So they've been around. So they're once again, they're a closer team to the New Orleans metropolitan area, because once when we got rid of the Zephyrs, that was it. There was no games to go to on at the Shrine at Airline. Now people have to travel to Biloxi to go see the games. So Biloxi Shuckers will be here on once again Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll have live game audio broadcasts of the Biloxi Shuckers. So we'll have the game.
Your New Orleans Pelicans. What changed for New Orleans after a blisteringly hot start in the first quarter? Well, I had a chance to visit with assistant coach Teresa Weatherspoon for our Smoothie King conversation at halftime. Turnovers went up and assists went down. Offensively, the goal for this half to be more aggressive, sharing the ball, moving the ball. Don't be afraid to trust.
We got to share the ball. We can't just sit there and be greedy and try to attempt a 3-point shot. Well, you know you're not going to get it. So we'll have the second half in just a second.
As well as the score of the game. 28 points in the paint apiece for each team. Teaspoon says the Pelicans have got to find their usual advantage there and expound on it. And then make things tough for Anthony Edwards. He's the game's leading scorer.
Okay, it is 88-67. Bad news for the Pelicans. 88-67. Golden State leads. So that game's updated. Game going back. Pelicans will have the ball. They'll pass it. That's going to be Alonzo Ball passing it down to and that goes once again. That's another example of the turnovers. I mean, look, Brandon Davis got to realize, look, they last touched the ball. They were the ones that had the problem. So that is it's still 65 apiece. And, so good defensive play by Billy Herman Gomez, preventing a shot by
Now,
Minnesota still 65 piece. And he knocks it down. Lonzo Ball for three. Makes it 68-65. But Minnesota comes back, capitalized with it with their own three. Makes it 68-68. Paul Anthony Towns.
So he's got a double-double.
So let's see who gets it. Lonzo Ball. Knocks it again! 71-68. So Pelicans lead 71-68. Lonzo Ball.
Anthony Edwards.
Nope, not this time. Anthony Edwards misses the young Jay. So let's see if the Pels can get the
Good to have length out there on a tough pass. Bledsoe. They wanted to walk. Just keep the ball.
No, that they got to try to
Lonzo lost it.
and it's gonna be a loss a handle
Go the distance.
and an easy basket. 1 point game. So that's gonna be a Kobe. Get in the basket. So it's see if the Pels can get the basket, and Zion gets the lane and gets the basket. 73-70 is the score.
The first two possessions in the second half. So now he doesn't want to help. You can see Ricky Rubio right there. And as opposed to going to help, he leaves McDaniels by himself. This is the benefit of guys knocking down shots around Zion and B.I. It gives him space.
Free throws is up and no good. The M1 was no good. Still a 3-point game for the Pels. 73-70. If the Pels can slow them down on defense and try to not tapped away. The ball is going to go back to the Pels and see if the Pels can cash in.
Good pass, Billy.
And that was a bad pass by Billy, but it's going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They will cut the lead to just one, 73-72.
You
wanted to whistle.
Yeah, but that wasn't a whole lot to warn the Tech either, though. You can see him. You can see him after he finishes his basket. He's running back and he's saying like he got my arm. So he's not cursing at the official. He's not going crazy at the official.
Free throw coming up for the Pels.
Maybe that's it.
And that free throw is good.
Those texts that basically says
makes it 74-70.
And look at his reaction right here. Look, he just said that's a foul. Hit me on the arm. That's all. Now, that's a technical foul. Do you know how many technical fouls will be given out per game?
It'll be a long night.
Yeah, it would.
74-72 back to a 2-point game.
Gets the free throw. Zion spins to the
Zion will get the basket. He will go to the line.
When it's that spread out,
76-72.
Come and double team you. I love the fact that Lonzo advanced the ball all the way up the floor before Minnesota's defense was set.
Free throws coming up for Zion, and that free throw is up, and it is no good. Still 77-72. So blocked away by Zion. So nice defensive play by Zion Williamson. 77-72.
Right, and you can see Zion being aggressive, force Chris Finch to pull the trigger and bring in Nas Reed to try and guard Zion.
So a couple of early buckets, total breakdown.
And that basket is good. So it's 77-74.
Guys got to stop dying on screens too, though.
That was a bad screen. That should have been a broke up screen. 77-74. Let's see if the Pels can
23 already for Anthony Edwards. He's had a career best.
and that shot is good. That's going to be a Lonzo Ball. Makes it 80-74.
It's too early.
80-74. Pels on top.
Edwards trying to find some space.
Let's see if they can try to
Plenty of time with the shot clock for Karl Anthony Towns.
and they'll try to get into the lane.
Going to the free throw line.
So free throws coming up for the Timberwolves. That's going to be Karl Anthony Towns onto the free throw line.
It is Lonzo Ball.
And then
Ricky Rubio's over helping.
so it's going to be a lack of ball getting the foul.
Lonzo Ball is letting this thing go with no hesitation.
So a couple of free throws coming up for Karl Anthony Towns. He's already got a double-double with 11 points and 10 boards. It's interesting.
Free throw is up and good.
Out on the arc than on
Makes
the
it
But the thing is, what
80 to 75. So 80 to 75 is your score.
His ability to do what he just did and put the ball on the floor.
Right.
So it's not just the fact that he can shoot the three, which he's great at.
And he's still only 25 years old. First overall pick in 2015. His 6th year out of Kentucky. And a guy that was always available early in his career, don't forget that.
That free throw is
he didn't miss a game.
good. Still
He's in a 3-point game.
80 to 75. That's a 3-point game, 79-70. I don't know why the ESPN Gamecast is showing the
Anytime you put
score ahead of the
you're in a great position. We talk about it all the time with Billy Hernan Gomez because he's fantastic at it. Because the moment that your man goes to help, you're in position to catch
back to a
finish,
2-point game.
or catch and get fouled. Now 3 goes, and now he's out of position. There's no one that's going to be able to recover to you. That's the benefit of putting yourself right behind the glass.
Yep, free throw is good.
16.
Now it's 80 to 75.
Going up by 5. Well, the all-new inclusive suites.
Second free throw by Willie Hernan Gomez.
Food and beverage. All the Pels playoff tickets for
And
next year.
second free throw is
Or during regular
good.
business hours, 504,
So it's going to be 81-75. 81-75. Pels lead 81-75. See if Minnesota can
pick up the dribble instead.
they will get an easy basket, makes it 80 to 70, 81-77. 81-77 is your score. See if
Billy's got it.
and that shot is good. So Billy Hernan Gomez gets the basket, makes it 83-77.
Zion's got 4.
Just under 8 minutes remaining.
It'll be Karl Anthony Towns.
And Karl Anthony Towns knocks down the J. Makes it 83-80, back to a 3-point game.
5 and 11 coming into the contest. And that's almost 50%.
Back to a 3-point game.
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed will get the
It's gone.
They don't. And I love what Zion's doing, though. When you struggle to shoot the ball in that second quarter, you come out in this third quarter with an emphasis on attacking that rim.
yes.
This will be free throws 9 and 10 for Zion.
Yep.
He called. Yeah, that was 2x4 across both arms.
So that's a free throw. So it's 2 free throws for Zion. 83-70, 83-80, and that free throw is good. So it's, no, excuse me, no good. So I have a second free throw. My bag. This free throw.
Leads the NBA when it comes to
83-80 still. Second free throw by Zion will be no good. So both free throws not converted. Still 83-80. Just under, like I said, 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Let's see if they can try to
He's got it.
get to the lane. See if they can knock down a 3. And that ball is going to be turned over. Minnesota will get the ball back to the Pels.
10 turnover.
It's great D.
We've talked about it a little too much, too soon.
So 83-80.
He's playing with the swagger about himself right now. He's feeling good.
Lonzo will dump it.
Share with Eric Bledsoe.
That goes over to,
You said it.
and that basket is good. That's going to be Willie Hernan Gomez getting the basket, makes it 85-80, back to a 5-point game.
Pels have 23 assists now on 29 makes.
They'll pass it to the left corner. See if they can try to.
And deep ball's going to be.
So a deep 3, no good.
Clears it away. Looking ahead, Zion will save it.
And nope.
Turnover.
That's going to be another turnover for the Pels.
And they didn't call a foul.
And that ball's going to go over to back to the Pels.
That would have been his 4th. Good.
They'll pass it.
Skipped it.
Nope. So it's a missed 3.
Good idea by Bledsoe, just the same.
So the ball will go back to the
Well
still
done by
And that basket is good. Cuts the lead to 3, 85-82. Once again, that's going to be Edwards getting this assist. Towns getting the basket. Good pass. Extra pass. And the hot hand gets it. That is so knocking it down. 88-82. Pelicans lead. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
His teammates are looking for him, aren't they? It should be.
So 88-82 here in the third quarter. Nice pass to Zoe to get the 3. So I like what he's doing. Let's give you the box score on Zoe. Let's see who box scores are on the screen. Zoe right now has 25 points. He's average. He's 7 out of 12. So a good night for Zoe. He's also 9 of 15 from the floor. Zion has 20. Brandon Ingram has 7. Willie Herman Gomez has 6. And Eric Bledsoe has 8. Johnson has 3. Marshall has 6. Hayes has 9. And Lewis has 4. So that's in the game. Also, Anthony Edwards, he's knocking down 2 out of 6 of his shots. He's 7 of 16 from the floor. Also, Carl Anthony Towns is 4 of 7 from 3-point range, so he's the only guy knocking down those threes. That's 4 3-point shots. D'Angelo Russell has 13 points in the game. So D'Angelo Russell. So right now the shooting is let's give you the shooting numbers. Right now the Pels are at 53%. The Timberwolves are at 48 3-point shooting. Pels 12 of 28. Minnesota 12 of 25. So both teams right now they're at 36. Pels at 42. So that is in the game. Now the free throws, Pels 16 of 22. Minnesota 15 of 17. So 88-82 is your score. So we're going to go back to the game coverage in just a second. From Valley Sports, Joe Myers and Antonio Daniels on the call. So Alonzo Ball, so Zoe's absolutely on fire tonight. Knocking down 7 3-point shots.
You can tell early in the game that was their game plan, to allow Alonzo Ball the opportunity to shoot that basketball and make him respect you. You know what? They're respecting him right now.
37% 3-point shooter coming into the game. And so far tonight, not too shabby. 7 of 12 from beyond the arc. 25 points to pace the Pels. Zion's got 20 on the other side.
So he's 7 of 12 tonight. He's knocking down those 7 3-point shots. I'm going to tell you.
Carl Anthony Towns doing what he does just about every night for them, and that's a double-double. And that's 18 of 12 so far.
And this has been a great floor game for Lonzo. Obviously, we're focusing on him shooting that 3-point shot. But the 6 assists and the 5 rebounds is
Paul, we'll go back to the Timberwolves. But it is going to be a foul.
Got the best of Edwards, but there was a foul on the way to make sure he didn't have a poster on someone.
Let's see what that foul's on. Looks like it's going to be James Johnson. James Johnson gets the foul.
That's a really good foul.
That's not a hard foul.
No, not at all.
So free throw going to the line for Anthony Edwards, and that one is still good. And this is the first free throw. We have a second free throw attempt.
So that's his first miss. They're 16 of 19. Pels are 16 of 22.
And that free throw is good. So the lead's cut to 4 point, 88-84. Let's see if they can try to slow down. See if the Pels can knock down 3. Nope, and that's a miss. Ball will go back over to the Minnesota Timberwolves, still trailing by 4. Russell, no good. So offensive rebound by the Timberwolves. Let's see if they can get their second chance opportunity, and the ball goes back to Pels. And that is going to be no good. Miss by Alonzo Ball going back to the Timberwolves. And the three is no good. Missed by the Timberwolves going back to the Pels. And excellent pass, and that is good. So it's 90-84. So Willie Herman Gomez gets the J, makes it 90-84. So let's see if they could try to get something going, and it's going to be a foul coming in.
I guess it's Ingram on the way by the reach. No, it's Billy, and it's fourth.
So Billy Herman Gomez getting the foul.
So Carl-Anthony Towns shoots two.
So Carl Anthony Towns will go to the line. He will shoot two.
He exposed the basketball, and he's daring somebody to reach after it.
Yeah, Billy's hands were out. Yeah, he got called for it.
So free throws coming up.
Perfect at the free throw line tonight.
And the free throw is up, and it is good. 90-85.
Scott set a single season scoring record.
And that's going to be another Herman Gomez. That's not that's Wahango coming in.
Single season, it was Kevin Love.
Jackson Hayes will enter the game for Willie Herman Gomez.
And Kevin Love, of course, making news in Cleveland.
And free throw is good. Makes it 90-86. The lead's cut down.
But Carl-Anthony Towns also starting to fill it up.
90-86. Just
in the second half.
4 minutes and some change left. Let's see if the Pels can get some baskets here.
Sharing it. Good passing. Spacing.
And he gets the basket! That is going to be Brandon Ingram!
Jackson making the right read to the corner. Now they're on rotation. And B.I. did not bail them out. You can see them out of rotation right here. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Now you got Carl-Anthony Towns not closing out under control. That's when you attack. Good strong finish by B.I.
So free throws coming up for Brandon Ingram. 92-86. And that free throw is up and no good. So the ball will go back to the Timberwolves, still leading. Pelicans still leading 90-86. So Kyra Lewis getting the foul. So it's he will get that foul. So it's going to be Brandon Ingram getting the personal foul, but they thought it was going to be a Kyra, but it's going to be Ingram getting it.
That was in the first few minutes of the second quarter. But then they gave up 35.
So Carl-Anthony Towns misses a
McLaughlin waiting and long one.
So missed shot by Carl-Anthony Towns. Ball going back over to the Pelicans.
Najee on the spin.
Najee!
Doesn't get the roll. Jackson's back in.
And the basket is good. So that's going to be Jackson Hayes. Makes it 94-86. The Pelicans lead 94-86.
Discourage him early. And will be pick on Carl-Anthony Towns.
So it's going to be a pick on Anthony Towns. That's a turnover for that's an offensive foul on Carl-Anthony Towns.
Good move by Najee Marshall getting in lane. The moment that Carl-Anthony Towns goes to block that shot, he's no longer in position. No one's going to be able to keep Jackson off the glass.
So still 3 minutes, some change remaining. Still 94-86. See if the Pels can kind of get something going here. They'll pass it.
Good pass.
Excellent pass
Najee gets there.
to Najee Marshall. And the layup is no good. Ball will go back to the Timberwolves.
What a pass. D'Angelo Russell.
So D'Angelo Russell. And that's Wahanjo Gomez getting the basket. Makes it 94-88.
And it's coming off the bench, which tells you it is going to be a moving pick by Jackson.
So it's going to be another moving pick by Jackson. Another timeout. So turnover by Jackson Hayes.
By the ball movement and by attacking. You don't want to get in the habit of just pounding the basketball.
Not a bad pass. You just said with a little heat.
Yeah, 94-88. I'll be honest with you. Jackson Hayes should have never, and I mean never, got that foul. So 94-88 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's give you the third quarter stats. I'm going to give you those third quarter stats via flash score. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that via flash score. The third quarter, I'm going to pull these stats up right on the screen. Okay, the third quarter stats are right on your screen. Pelicans are shooting 68%. Minnesota shooting 47, 2-point shots. Pelicans are at 70. Minnesota are at 60. Now, 3-point shooting, this is a entirely different story. Pelicans 4 out of 6, 66%. Minnesota 2 out of 7 for about 28%. Now, the free throws in the third quarter, Pelicans 4 of 8, 50%. Minnesota 5 of 6, 83. Now, the rebounding aspects, Minnesota leads 2-1. They also lead 8-7 on defensive boards and 10-8 on total boards. Here in the second, now the turnovers is 5-3 in favor of the Pels. We have to minimize those turnovers here in the third quarter. How hard is it to do that? So 94-88 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live. We will return to game coverage in just a few moments here on. Let's give you a scoreboard update on Golden State and Houston. Golden State on top, 103-81. Not good. Good news for the Pelicans. Trying to fight for that 10th spot to get into the playoffs as the 10th seed in the play-in games. So let's get back to game coverage. 94-88. We'll go to 88 spotlight.
Learning to play at different speeds at different years. You see, Lonzo steal the basketball, and right now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Well, Eric Bledsoe is going to run to the corner.
So he's got pretty good analysis. Antonio Daniels.
To run straight down the middle. But what sets it all up is Lonzo slowing down and allowing this break to open up.
So that was a good break. I could say that. That was an excellent break. I mean, you got to get those breaks at those times, not just one time. So you got to get them at those the right exact time, and that shot is good. So Lee cut to 4, 94-90. So call if D'Angelo Russell gets the basket, 94-90. Zion. And let's see if they can try to. Nope. Ball goes back to the Minnesota Tim's. And that's an easy basket. Just an emphatic easy basket. That's Vanderbilt getting the basket. 94-92.
So you can see Vanderbilt picking him up and trying to turn Zion like a guard.
He'll leave it up for James Johnson.
So up there wrecking slow him. And the shot is no good. Going to the basket layup. Still 2-point game, 94-92. See if Minnesota will get. And so Karl Anthony Towns getting that basket, 94-94. So he's shifty. He can get into that paint. Jackson Hayes misses.
See, do you notice how the basketball stopped moving? You get an 8 to 10 point lead. The first half, you got a 13-point lead, and that ball has stopped moving from side to side.
When you get a big lead,
so what you
get absolutely
by playing isolation.
You get absolutely
what they want you to do.
You rest on your laurels, and you get and that's what happens. Ties the game at 94. So that's what you got to stop doing, and stop resting on your laurels. And close out these leads. Because when you get careless with a lead like that, they're just going to take advantage. Still 95-94. Now 96-94. Both free throws are converted. 96-94, back to a 2-point advantage. Let's see if they can try to get a basket, and it's going to be a blocking foul. That's going to be against the Pelicans.
I think this is a good call.
What?
Yeah, I think Kyra was late getting there. Right. He was there, but he was late getting there. Yeah, you can see where he comes in. You can see him right there. See, he's late getting there.
So free throws.
Exactly, late getting there. You got to be more consistent when it comes down to on your defense, because they can just absolutely take advantage.
New Orleans. Throughout the state, take your shot.
So once again, folks, take your shot. That's a partnership with the New Orleans Pelicans and Ochsner Health here in the New Orleans area. If you're in the New Orleans area, go to your local vaccination centers. It's very important.
It is there. Get the vaccination, please.
So that's
6 of 8 at the free throw line as Zion turns it over.
And Zion turns it over. That is a bad raunchy pass by Zion. And that basket is going to be no good. Still 96-95, 1-point game. Najee Marshall misses his shot.
Najee stayed with the play. He thought he'd hear a whistle.
So that's just bad right there. Najee Marshall missed some shots.
And this time Vanderbilt.
So Vanderbilt will knock it down. So the lead is back to 1 for Minnesota, 97-96.
That has something to do with it.
I mean, these possessions have absolutely been dead.
James Johnson got there.
And the basket is no good. But he tells Minnesota will have the ball. Let's see if Minnesota will increase their lead.
Hernan Gomez going to go early. Yep.
And he will not get it.
Zion the other way now.
So Zion will have to go fast and miss the basket. But it is a goaltending call. So they'll get a goaltending basket. 97-98. So that was a goaltending call against Vanderbilt.
They got it right. It was on the window first when he pinned it. They don't have a challenge anyway. It's gone. Long gone.
No, they would have never won the challenge. That's a goaltending call.
McLaughlin.
And
That'll do it.
that will end the third quarter.
And the Bells go to the fourth quarter with the slimmest of margins.
So Pelicans won the quarter 33-32, but it's not much by 1. So 11-4 run for Minnesota. That's something right there. That's another run. They've been going on some runs all night long. They went on a 16-3 run. That was in the first quarter. They also went on, I think it was a 17-3 run. So I'm going to tell you right now, Minnesota in this ball game, 98-97 here in the at the end of 3. So let's give you the stats. I'm going to go ahead and move those. I'll give you those stats. I'm going to reload them, and I'll give you the third quarter stats. I'm going to give you those stats in the screen in just a second. Let me get my third quarter stats up, and I'll put them in my screen, and we'll share them. Okay, the third quarter stats are on the screen. Pelicans are shooting 60%. They're also 4 of 6 from three-point range. Minnesota is at 52%. They're also 28% from three-point range. Points off of turnovers, Minnesota got 8 off of those 7 turnovers. Pelicans only got 2. They should have had more than that. Off of those 4 turnovers, they only got 2 out of it. Now, points in the paint, Pelicans trail 18-14. They went 7 out of 13. Minnesota went 9 out of 15. Second chance points, 2 and 2. Minnesota went 1 for 2. Pelicans went 1 for 1. Also in fast break points, Pelicans trail 8-2. So that was on fast break points. And we'll give you the bench points as well. So I'm going to give you the bench points before we get back to game coverage. I'll put the game summary right on the screen and you'll see it. Okay, your bench points as we speak, 40-26 in favor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So 40-26, it's 46-42 in favor of Minnesota in the paint, and also 20-12 in favor of Minnesota in the fast break areas. So we're getting ready for the fourth quarter, so I'm going to switch back over, game audio back in. So 98-97, we're back on live. Minnesota has the ball to start the fourth quarter. I'll pass it. Nas Reed for three, and he will knock it down. Nice read, former LSU player, makes it 100-98. 198. Zone knocks it down. Makes it 101-100. So back to a 1-point game for the Pels. 101-100.
They slipped the screen, Russell.
So it's a screen to Russell.
It'll be Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio, no good.
Good play.
And the missed shot, ball going back over to the Pels. Pels still leading by 101-100. See if the Pels can kind of increase the lead. They'll pass it.
Good move.
That's going to be Zion.
Going to
the baseline, and he won't get it. But he will, I think he will go to the line.
Normally, that's easy. And it goes down for Zion.
You can see Ricky Rubio helping. Hernan Gomez is late, and look at. It's an excellent spin move.
And Nas Reed on the way by. So Zion shoots two. He's 0 for 4 in the second half of the free throw line after it was a perfect 6 of 6.
So free throw misses.
And it stays a 1-point game.
So it's a 1-point game. 101-100. Misses the first. So he's 8 of 13. So we'll give you those box numbers in just a second, so you'll know. And that free throw is no good. Still 101-100. Pels still lead. See if they can try to get a basket here. Minnesota.
Russell sharing it. Nas Reed.
Nas Reed knocks it down. So Nas Reed knocking down the 3-point J. Makes it 103-101.
So Nas Reed off the bench with 14 points.
103-101.
And
Zion gets to the basket. Makes it 103-103. Tied up. It's an even game. So let's see if Minnesota will get there on 3 or 2. They'll try 3 and knocks it down. So Nas Reed, I'm gonna tell you, his numbers is going up. So his numbers right now, I'll show you his numbers. His numbers, Nas Reed, 3 out of 4. Nas Reed, he's knocking 3 out of 4 of those shots down. So 106-103.
It'll be D'Angelo Russell. Hard off the heel.
So it's a miss. Ball going back to the Pels. Let's see if the Pels can cut the lead.
And
that's going to be a bad pass by Zoe.
Up against Jackson Hayes.
That's a great job.
And that's going to be a good defensive play. So it looks like
it's
going to be a foul.
And his length had something to do with that. So Nas Reed.
So his second foul.
He's 6'9".
That's going to be against D'Angelo Russell.
Take discipline. Make him play in your world, which is exactly what he did.
9:20 to play.
9:20 remaining here in the
Time for the Pels.
fourth quarter. They have enough time.
You see that wall. James Johnson.
And the shot is good. So the Pels, that's James Johnson. Leads cut to 1, 106-105. Pels on trail by 1.
That's his 6th assist of the game.
Let's see if they can try to
get the hole.
get a shot.
Out of bounds by James Johnson.
So James Johnson, that ball is knocked out of bounds, goes back to Minnesota.
See James Johnson on the weak side of the floor, just cutting right to the open area, right to the heart of that zone, or that wall that they have built for Zion.
Ball goes back to
Anthony Edwards back into the game now.
Timberwolves.
Trying to get there. He's going to the free throw line.
So free throws coming up for Minnesota. That's going to be
game 8:45 to play. Who gets the bonus early in the fourth quarter as well? Pels at the free throw line are 18 of 27. Once again, too many misses tonight. 20 of 24.
Yeah, 18 of 27. That's way too many misses. That free throw is up and good. So it makes 107-105 back to a 2-point game. Anthony Edwards converts the first.
Okay, so you can join the guys next season. Take advantage of this limited time offer.
Second free throw is going to be no good.
It's only available until Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, May 4th. For all the info, go to pelicans.com/.
So pelicans.com for the 504 flash sale. If you're interested, if you're in the New Orleans area and you want to get Pelicans tickets, you can go over to and the basket is good. That's going to be Zion Williamson. Makes it 107-107. Let's see if they can try to. Nope. So free throws for Minnesota.
So Ricky Rubio, his skill set is so different from the other guys they have at that guard position.
It is crossover, turn back, split the double team, and then finish over Nas Reed. Double tap the X button. That's a heck of a touch.
So the free throw by Ricky Rubio is up, and it is good. Makes it 108-107, 108-107. Second free throw coming up.
See if we can get him going in this fourth quarter. Right now, sitting on 3 of 10 from the field with only 9 points. Done a good job of facilitating with 5 assists. But this team needs BI to be aggressive.
Yes! I would like to see BI get aggressive in this game. That 3 points that he has is absolutely unacceptable. He's going to have to get better in this half. Taken away by Minnesota. And they will get the easy basket. So it makes it 111-107. That's why I say, when you turn over the basketball, you're going to lose. 9 times out of 10.
Inside of 8 to play. Brandon Ingram, you asked for it. You got the mid-range game.
And the mid shot, mid-range from Minnesota. Ball going back to the Pelicans, excuse me. Minnesota will have it. Missed shot by the Pels. They wanted to go mid-range. Pels missed.
It'll be Hernan Gomez.
So Hernan Gomez gets the 3. Not Willie Hernan Gomez. It's Alejandro Willie Hernan Gomez.
This right here, the shot by Hernan Gomez caps a 7-0 run by the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So it's a 7-0 run. So that's another run by the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're going to go on these runs throughout this whole quarter. So once again, your score. Let's give you the box score. Box scores are on the screen. Right now, Brandon Ingram is sitting at 9. He's going to have to get going here. He's only 2 out of 6. On 3-point shots, he's 3 of 11. Now, Willie Hernan Gomez has 8. Ball has 28. He is putting out an excellent night. He's also Zion Williamson as well, 26 points. He has 9 boards, 6 on defense, 3 on offense. Bledsoe has 8. Now, Hayes off the bench is having 13 points. Now, for the Timberwolves, let's see. Gomez, let's see where his numbers is. I'm looking at him right now. His numbers right now, he has 9 points. He's also 2 of 5 off the bench. Anthony Edwards has 27 off as a starter. Towns, 22. Ricky Rubio only 7, so 7 points for Ricky Rubio. He's at +7. So 114-107. Let's give you the shooting numbers. Shooting numbers are on the screen. 48% for Minnesota. Pelicans 52%. Minnesota shooting 13 of 35 3-point range. Pelicans 13 of 31. Free throw shooting to a lot of misses tonight. It's 66%. That's not going to get it. Minnesota's going to the line 28 times. Converted 23 shots. They have 82%. Now, the rebounding aspects, Minnesota leads 42-38. They also lead 11-10 and 31-28. Now, the points in the paint is 48-48. Minnesota leading 22-12. That's on fast break points. But the turnovers by the Pelicans, 18 tonight. 27 off of those turnovers. That was Minnesota points. So your score is 114-107. So we're waiting for the feed to return. Now the feed's returning. Pelicans trailing 17-9 here in the fourth quarter.
He's refining his skills in a short period of time as well. And AD, I bring it up because when Beasley comes back next year for them, with Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell offensively, they're not going to have any issues.
No.
Out of the timeout.
Yeah.
A turnover out of the timeout.
And that's going to be a
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed misses.
Down by Hernan Gomez.
So they have a second chance opportunity to get another 3.
To play and a 7-point lead. Reed, they tried to double him. Deep 3 into the shot clock.
And that shot is no good.
Rebound for Ricky Rubio. Hernan Gomez.
So misses by Hernan Gomez. Ball goes back to the
Now Bledsoe on the run.
Pels.
And taken away by Nas Reed.
And Nas Reed will get the ball. Still 114-107.
Rubio.
And
Fouled by Brandon Ingram.
so foul by Brandon Ingram.
Now, unfortunately,
So Brandon Ingram will be charged with the foul. I think it was Nas
Timeouts.
Reed calling the foul against draws the foul.
With the scripted play, it turned the basketball over. That's 4 turnovers in the last 7 possessions for this team.
Free throw is up and it is no good.
Does not get the
So 114-107.
Roswell, New Jersey, was not drafted out of LSU. Only played 1 year back, right? Karl Anthony Towns in now.
Yeah.
Hernan Gomez.
It's weird to think that
He only played 1 year for LSU.
coming out of LSU that's this skilled and this talented, and the way that today's game is about pace and space goes undrafted.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I don't think he shot like this once he got to the league.
It's not even just the shooting though; it's his motor.
Right.
It's his motor.
It's his agile ability to make those plays.
And this is too brief.
I mean, he could knock down those threes. I mean, he could just go either right, left, middle, or wherever. It doesn't matter. He can knock down those shots.
Brandon Ingram.
Nas Reed, the shot is no good by Pelicans. Minnesota will have the ball. So Pelicans are just absolutely just blistering cold here in this last 6 minutes remaining in this game. So 3-point shot is good.
It's a double drag. It's a double drag.
So 117-107. That's Jaden McDaniels knocking down a 3. Zion Williamson.
And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Nas Reed.
So Nas Reed will get the loose ball call. So it's going to be Nas Reed getting a loose ball call.
You can look. This is simple communication. It's a simple switch from Bi and Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe continued to trail over the top. That's what let McDaniels open for 3. This is not the time for turnovers and miscommunication defensively.
I mean, it's not the time for that period in the story.
Bledsoe. Now Lonzo. 3 ball.
No.
At the end of the shot clock. Good job by Billy.
And there's no time for just shooting air balls as well. And we just continue to shoot air balls here in this fourth quarter. The score is 107, 117, 107. They'll pass it. Let's see if
Lonzo
so Carl Anthony Towns will try to knock down a shot. He'll pass it.
It'll be Rubio into the
So
shot.
Rubio for three. No good.
Stays out. Lonzo kept it away.
That's a miss.
Anthony Towns down to Zion and a hold by Rubio.
So it's going to be a hold on
Smart foul by
Rubio. So the call's going to be
Looking up ahead to Zion.
for Rubio. Zion Williamson looks like draw the foul.
Celtics haven't scored, by the way, for the last 3.5 minutes.
Well, shoot, it's not even just the scoring. You're not even getting legitimate looks.
But it's not an actual
Three turnovers over the last
free
3.5
throw
minutes.
foul. It's a regular personal foul.
4:50 to play.
4:50 remaining here in the game. 117-107. Minnesota on top. They'll pass it. Zion
Ingram.
will pass it to the left.
Top of the shot clock. That's his spot.
And he knocks it down.
Over McDaniels.
Brandon Ingram knocks down the basket. Makes it 117-109. 117-109.
It's a shot he needed to hit. It's a shot he
Yeah, that was a great shot. He just absolutely but he kind of lost his balance on that shot. So 117-109 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining us here. Let's give you the fourth quarter stats as we go, and we will give you those fourth quarter numbers. So put these in. Okay, fourth quarter numbers are on the screen. Pelicans shooting 45%, 5 of 11. Minnesota 6 of 15, 40%. Pelicans on 2-point shots, 8 of 4 of 8. Minnesota 1 of 3, 33%. Now the Pels 1 of 3 from 3-point range. Minnesota is at 5 of 12, so 5 3-point shots here in the fourth quarter for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is something they're going to have to slow down in this last few minutes. If they don't, they will lose this game convincingly. 117-109, 117-109 is your score. Pelicans down. So I look at it this way. They're going to have to search deep in themselves that they can win this game, but I don't know. We still got about 4 minutes left. Some scores tonight from the NBA. Atlanta winning 105-95. Memphis winning 102-97. Indiana winning 152-95. That was an absolute just blowout for Oklahoma City. I feel bad for Oklahoma City getting destroyed. Washington is down 70-65. Toronto on top 5-3. That game's going on as we see. Also, Denver on down 6-3. So Denver down 6-3. So let's.
The race for the playoffs and the play-in tournament. The Golden State Warriors with a victory tonight that propels them ahead of the San Antonio Spurs. Golden State hanging on to that 9th spot, and the Spurs at the moment owning that 10th and final play-in slot. Of course, the Spurs have the toughest schedule going forward, guys, and let's not.
So the Spurs right now they have the
Warriors 3
10th
times.
seed.
In fact, the first 2 meetings right here in New Orleans in the Smoothie King Center Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week. So every win, that's why it's so important. It's a lifeline to that 10th spot.
Yeah.
All right, Jim,
Every single win, including this one right here. We have to win this game, but I don't think we're going to win this game tonight. It's 119-109 basket by Minnesota. So I'll be honest with you, we're not going to win this game. We're down 3 games. We're down 3 games. I mean, our chances of getting into the 10th spot is diminishing. I mean, we got to solidify our chances, but if we continue to lose these games, we're not going to make anything. The season will be over.
And he takes 5 dribbles and gets to wherever he wants to get on the floor.
So pass coming in. That's going to be low down low. And a little step back shot missed. Still 119, 109. Bledsoe.
He's going to the line.
So it's going to be free throws for Bledsoe.
So plenty of time, as you said, 3.5 to play. Free throws coming up for Eric.
You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. You got to start getting your baskets down.
2/3 of their free throws tonight.
So 119, 109 will have to go by the free throw line.
And we've done a really good job in this game as a whole of getting to the foul line. Just haven't really converted them.
No.
First free throw is up, and it is good. Makes it 119, 110, 119, 110.
He wants to set up a play once again because he's got 3 on the board. Can't use them next game.
That's right. They don't carry over.
Nope. So it's time.
So 3:30 remaining, 119, 110, 119, 110. So that's something we cannot continue to afford to do is lose another game, because we're going to have another game on Monday. It's going to be Golden State Monday and Tuesday. That's a back-to-back. Okay, final scores tonight. Charlotte winning 107-94. Golden State winning their game tonight, so that puts them in the 9th spot. Sacramento in the 10th spot. No, excuse me, San Antonio in the 10th spot, not Sacramento. San Antonio in the 10th spot. Golden State in the 9th spot. We don't want to go too fast. Miami winning 124-107. So Miami wins 124-107. Also, we just updated the Indiana game. Indiana winning 152-95. So that game is final. Also, Chicago still leading down 105-95. 105-95. So we'll get back to game coverage here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Still 9-point game for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
So 3.5 to play as Eric Bledsoe goes to the line. Belzap, Billy Hernandez out there with Zion.
So the free throw, first free throw by Bledsoe is
3 turnovers at the end of the first
no good.
Which gave them an opportunity.
That ball will go back to the
Since then, you got 18 turnovers.
Timberwolves still leading by 9, 110, 119, 110.
Minus 15 points off turnovers, and now you have an opportunity.
So turnover by Minnesota going back to the Pels. So good opportunity to get a basket here.
A ATO by Stan Van Gundy coming out of this timeout.
So 119, 110 is your score. You know, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We will be back on Monday night. Pelicans and Golden State Warriors. That game will be here on, once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Now, Tuesday night, we will have Biloxi Shuckers Baseball. That will be on the air on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The 3-game series with the Birmingham Barons. We'll have that game for you here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That will begin at 6:30 on Tuesday and 6:30 on Wednesday. We'll have those games for you. And then Thursday night, we'll also have the game. Biloxi Shuckers Baseball is a AA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. We are once again going to have their game broadcast. Okay, the next couple of nights, Pelicans will take on Golden State Monday and Tuesday. So Monday at 6:30 and Tuesday at 7. So Friday night they will have Philadelphia. That'll be at Philadelphia, and then they will go over to Charlotte on Sunday night. We will have that game Sunday night as well. 119, 110.
Lonzo's had a real big night. Lonzo's matched his career best with 8 triples on the tape for Brandon Ingram. Didn't get the roll. Billy's at it.
And
He'll go shoot 2.
Free throws coming up for Billy Herman Gomez.
Really continuing to pursue that basketball.
That make would have been big, a 3-point play.
Is that on Karl Anthony Towns?
If it is, he's gone.
Yep, that will be his 6th.
Yep.
Oh, no, they gave it to Jaden McDaniels.
He was in
So
the-
Jaden McDaniel will get it instead of Karl Anthony Towns. So he's lucky he's not gone.
Look out.
Yeah, Cat was arguing like that foul was on him, though.
Free throw is up, and it is good.
Billy gets the
1-19, 1-11.
Well, and the Pels are 20 of 30 at the free throw line. That's why I mentioned there you go. If they're going to put you at the line and stop the clock, score.
You go back to the San Antonio.
Second free throw coming up
Led to San Antonio
is
victory
good.
here in New
Makes it
Orleans.
1-19, 1-12.
And you look at this game right here. The two things that
Ball
are
will go
standing
back
out
to
right
the
now,
Minnesota
quick line
Timberwolves.
and
This,
turnovers.
under 3 minutes remaining.
Out there now with both Rubio and
So let's see if the Pels can slow them down on defense. 3-point shot is no good. So they will defensive rebound it.
Here comes Zion.
Pelicans will have it. Zion will pass it.
Brandon Ingram on the tape.
Brandon.
And McDaniels with the foul.
So McDaniels will get the foul.
The opportunity.
That will be on McDaniels.
So Brandon
for,
Ingram
Minnesota.
Well, you stop the clock and a chance to score.
That's exactly right.
You got to get up, though. Brandon's 1 of 2 at the stripe.
You get the ball up quick. There's nothing there, and then you attack.
And I'm glad Lonzo, he was thinking
So
about these
Brandon
defensive
Ingram goes to the line.
plays.
Misses the first.
89% of the season.
So he misses the first. He will have a second attempt.
It's been a struggle, though, from outside. 4 of 15 for Brandon tonight with only 11 points. He spoiled us. Guy that averages 24 a game and 18th in the league in scoring, career best across the board in scoring at his numbers with assists and boards.
Second free throw coming up for Brandon Ingram
2:36 to play,
is good.
and it's down to a 6-point game.
So 6-point game. 119, 113.
Stops. And the Pels have done that over the last
So let's
couple
hit
minutes.
if they can get another stop,
Off the glass,
and another stop once again by the Pels, going back to the Pels.
119,
So 119, 113.
Ingram shoots 2.
So Brandon Ingram will go back to the line again,
Best
shoots
way to
2.
work yourself back into this game. You come down on one end, you get a stop. You come down on the other end and have an opportunity to dig into that lead without the clock moving.
McDaniels just fouled out on this, and that's a heads-up play by Brandon.
Yes, it is.
Smart move. Give him the up, get the contact.
And you know what, Jaden McDaniels, he only had 5 points. He played 34 minutes. He did his job though.
So free throws coming up for Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
He at 119, 113. The first free throw is up. It's good. So 119, 114.
That's one thing we've seen.
2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This is their head coach now, Chris Finch. These young guys are working for
Still 119, 114. He will have a second attempt. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So 119, 115, back down to a 4-point game.
Rubio.
See if the Pels can get another stop here on defense.
Right there. Yep.
And blocked away.
And blocked away.
Foul comes late.
And that's going to be a late foul.
And you see, Karl Anthony Towns, that time he went quick. He caught that ball and didn't give the Pels an opportunity to even run somebody at him.
Yeah, it stands
He caught that one dribble. He's there. Ooh.
Yeah, Stan was lucky to see if he could challenge it.
But he ain't going to win it.
His
Free throw is
And
good.
he stays that way.
So 120 to 115.
86% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he makes the 3 look good. When he's out there, it's a flick of a wrist. He's so strong.
Yeah.
7-footer with range and touch.
The thing is, no matter what happens here, he makes this. It's still a 2-possession game.
So he's got some range on him.
2 minutes to play.
Make no mistake about it. He absolutely has range on him.
To the bonus.
So 121, 115.
Going away for the
The
pickup.
Pels
Up against Nas Reed.
and Basket is good. So Zion.
What a burst. 148 and counting. 4-point
So
game. That didn't take long.
4-point game. 121-117.
D'Angelo Russell hit the net.
If the Pels can get a stop here.
Here comes Lonzo. And they get the desired
Well,
result.
the ball goes back to the
Lonzo
Pels.
got it on the reverse.
And the reverse shot is good. So the lead is cut down. So 121-119. Pels cut the lead. Let's see if they can get a stop here. Edwards will pass it down low. It's going to be a walk. So it's going to be an air ball, and it's also going to be a travel.
Being on the weak side of the floor and being into tag and touch. This is exactly what I was referring to. Eric Bledsoe gets caught up on the screen.
For Minnesota.
The guy's man is in the corner. That's how you build
121-119. The Pels can kind of start knocking these shots down. We can get into these, break these leads. And does! So 121-121. So the Pels has got to get a stop here so we can get our ball back. Let's see if they can slow them down. Clutch moments.
Now Edwards go to his strong side. Shares it.
They'll pass Ricky Rubio will get it, but they'll pass it. Rubio knocking it down. So Ricky Rubio getting the basket makes it 123-121. So let's see if the Pels. Lonzo, boom! Almost. And miss. Right back, basket is good. 123-123. Willie Herman Gomez.
Second chance points. They stayed with it, didn't they?
That gives Billy Herman Gomez
The second chance points, I like what they did.
12 and 10 last game.
I absolutely like what they did.
Because he keeps this first one alive just by tipping the basketball out.
So 123-123, 21.9 seconds remaining. We still have some time. We have to get these stops. Don't foul.
And right now, Lonzo's sitting at 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists.
I don't know about you, but I'd take overtime right now.
And boy, would I. And it's going to come down to getting one more stop.
Yeah, you got to get those stops. I don't want to play for overtime. I want this win. I want to get this win really bad so we can go into Monday with momentum against Golden State. I don't want to play for overtime. If we have to, we'll have to. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if we get those in the stops in the last 21 seconds and try to get some baskets or get a foul on our side, get to the line, we can win this game. Well, we have to get stops here. Can I allow them to get a three? Can I allow them to get a basket? Or get to the line?
You're going to get them all out of his hands. Right. And if you make him force the situation, maybe he turns it over to right. Makes a poor decision.
The ball be inbounded by Minnesota. Let's see if Pels can go and slow them down. Looks like a good defensive play.
And now he's got it.
So that's going to be D'Angelo Russell.
Waiting for the screen from Nas Reed.
So it looks like that's going to be a.
And it's going to be a step back three.
And nope.
Loose stuff. Carl Anthony Towns, and that'll do it. Overtime.
So we are going to overtime.
I will take overtime as well. Excellent defensive stance.
I mean, I don't mind taking overtime, but we should have won. We should have had a last possession. So overtime, 123-123. I know they like overtime. I certainly don't like it, but hey, it is what it is. We'll have to take anything.
Continuing to fight, continuing to give yourself an opportunity, not letting go of the rope. You see a lot of teams this year with the condensed season let go of the rope and worry about the next game. This young team continues to fight.
So overtime in Minneapolis. All 5 starters in double figures. There's been good balance for the Pels, and they battled back. Give them credit down the stretch.
Yes, I say differently. Yes, they absolutely fought back. I mean, against Minnesota, because Minnesota kept plugging. But the Pelicans came back in this game. That make no mistake about it. I mean, look, they may drop this game tonight. We may lose it. But like I said, it was a valiant effort tonight by this Pelicans basketball team. Can't say any more. So, once again, 123 here in the overtime period. We'll begin in just a few minutes. Let's give you those final 4-quarter stats. Pelicans shot 50%. Minnesota shot 44%. 3-point shooting, Pelicans won 13 of 34. Minnesota 14 of 42. Free throw shooting, Pelicans won 24 of 35, 68%. Minnesota 25 of 32, 78.1%. Rebounding aspects, Pels led 49-46. They also led 14-12 on offensive boards. Minnesota they also led on defensive boards, 35-34. Turnovers was still 21-14. 27 points off of those turnovers was Minnesota's. Now, points in the paint, Pelicans led 56-52, but they also trailed 22-14. So that was in the 4th quarter. So we're switching back in. You'll hear the it's at 4 minutes and 51 5 minutes.
For Denver to win that basketball game. That's one of the things that this team is not doing, and you have to respect it. You have to respect their ability to hold on to that rope and to continue to fight.
We don't want anything to do with a 2-minute report. Put it away. Ever. So Karl Anthony Towns with Billy Hernandez.
They're 0-4 in the overtime period. Pelicans are 1-4, so we're kind of not that good in overtime as well. That's why.
They're going to re-jump it.
So they'll have to re-jump it. It looks like they kind of had a false start.
Right when it came out the official's hand.
And the 2 guys jumping both have 5 fouls. This is critical. These 2 guys to stay on the floor for the.
And the tip is going to go over to the Timberwolves, still 123-123. Let's see if the Pels can slow them down and they get the easy basket. That's why I say overtime is something we should have never got, but still it is what it is. 125, 123.
27 points. Make it 29. Zion tried to get there.
Zion. And a shot is good!
The basketball. That's the best play, the way to play with stars.
So it's 125, 125. Pelicans tied the game up.
Rubio waiting for
so that's going to be on Bledsoe. So let's see if they can, Ricky Rubio.
Rubio trying to get there.
So pass it.
Russell for 3.
Russell for 3, no good. So good defensive stand by the Pelicans on the 3-point defense.
Alonso for the lead. Won't get the roll.
Missed shot by Alonso Ball on 3-point shot. Still 125, 125. So let's see if the Pels can get a stop here. Let's see. Jason's coming back in. We got it. Okay, 125, 125.
And you know Anthony Edwards
What's up?
be extremely aggressive because at the end of the game, he
I
wasn't
don't know
involved
where
very
he's
much.
probably not getting in.
Now, Brandon
Oh, shot. It is no good. Still 125, 125. Let's see if we can try to get Jason back in from Jason's blog. If we can get him back in, we'll be able to just try to come back in.
He's taking a 3 and gets it.
And so that's a 3. So Minnesota
Up to 20.
increased it 127, 125.
Up against Towns.
Knocks it down. So Zion Williamson ties the game at 127 apiece.
Edwards.
And that's going to be a no good shot by Minnesota going back to the Pels. Still leading 2 minutes and 44 seconds here in the overtime period. See, we pop him in. Hey, Jason, what's up?
I want to see who wins this game.
Yeah, hopefully this game. Look, it was Minnesota got the last basket. The tied the game up at 123. That's where we're at in overtime, 130 to 127, and they will get the basket. Makes it 130 to 129. Pels on top. Yes, we're going to need this game tonight because once going to Monday with momentum, because Golden State, I'm gonna tell you, they're going to be absolutely tough, and they're going to because with Steph Curry knocking down those threes like he's been doing, it's going to be a very long night for us if we don't. And so free throws coming up. So 130, 129, 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining.
Warriors won by a lot tonight.
Oh, yeah, they blew them out. They blew out the Rockets.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you, look, the Warriors, they're now on the 9th spot. San Antonio is in the 10th spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it's going to go. So 131, 129. Second free throw is good by Zion. So 132, 129. We have to win this game. So Zion 34 points tonight for 13 of 16. And it's going to be a block shot. So Billy Herman Gomez getting that block.
Making Anthony Edwards finish over topping him and being disciplined and playing without fouling.
With the 5 fouls for Billy.
Right. This is not an easy play because Anthony Edwards is an athlete. He has a full head of steam downhill. It's an excellent job by Billy.
So Billy Herman Gomez has got that height on him. He can just go
to his strong side.
Basket is good.
Keep sending them another key.
Zion's doing Zion things.
Yeah, Zion's just going to the basket. I'm going to tell you. Excellent.
We should have won that game against the Nuggets a couple nights back.
Yeah, that was against the Nuggets. Yeah, we should have won, but that was just we were just absolutely just getting destroyed in that game with them knocking down shots and Jokic. I'm gonna tell you that young man is absolutely good. He's gonna win the MVP.
He's a great player.
Yeah, he's gonna win the MVP award. I mean, I know Giannis is buying for it, but I think he's gonna win it convincingly. 135, 129.
And you gotta keep your eye on that man.
And Denver, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna definitely make him run in the playoffs.
He is struggling. He is now 1 for 11 on his threes.
Stay attached to him.
Yeah, so 126 remaining, 135, 129 here in the overtime period. So let's see if Pelicans can get something. Bledsoe passes to Zoe. Let's see if Zoe can get something. And Brandon Ingram.
Setting it up for Billy.
And
away from behind. And 1.1. They're going to look at it.
So 1.1 seconds on the game clock.
It looks like.
Shot clock, 103 remaining on the game clock. So 1.1.
So they'll review it. Pels on a 7-0 run to the right.
So they're going to review the 7-0 run here in the fourth quarter. So we're in the review period right now.
Oh, it looks like Billy hit down. I mean, not Billy, but Wancho. I'm sorry. That play is going to be reviewed.
Yes.
So the play is definitely going to be reviewed. We'll wait for the call coming in.
So they actually changed it to Minnesota, right?
Yeah, that's what he
did. The Grizzlies win tonight?
Reverse the
yeah, Grizzlies. I'm going to see if they won. I'm looking at it right now.
And it's right
here. No.
You can't see it right
they lost 112, 111.
That's good for the Pelicans, too.
Also, yeah, that's because because they can they're fighting for that 10th spot.
Right.
Because Golden State right now is in the 9th spot. San Antonio is in the 10th spot. If they can get in. I mean, but they got to win these next couple of nights.
You gotta beat the Warriors.
Yeah, you got to beat them. You got to beat them twice. Or maybe if you go with split, you could probably
he's going to shoot it again.
But you have to win those games.
That's the confidence that he has. You might question a lot.
Then they'll have Philadelphia. That'll be on Friday, so that's another game. And then Sunday they will have Charlotte.
You would never question.
All good teams.
Yeah. Some of these teams that couldn't make the playoffs.
44%, 40% on his threes. And he and Carl Anthony Towns didn't even play the first game against the Pels.
Because they have LaMelo Ball, and I'm gonna tell you, he can play.
You're gonna stop here. You're feeling pretty good about your chances.
Okay, good. Picking up a little.
The ball goes back to the Timberwolves. Still under a minute
So Rubio
in the overtime period.
for three.
Rubio misses.
Pels get it right back with 53 seconds.
So
to play.
53 seconds remaining. Still 135, 129. Pelicans lead.
14
So
triples,
the Pelicans can hold on to this lead. The last 50 seconds.
14 of
They
36.
can come up with a victory.
In the game. Zion has tied his career best with 8 assists. He's not far off his career best in scoring with 37. 9 boards.
So 48.6 seconds remaining.
They had a foul to give.
So let's see what happens here.
It's a smart play to go right away.
Right. To lengthen the game.
Right.
And we've seen Greg Popovich do this forever.
I've seen him force overtime
Right.
by doing it.
And
Winning.
They're gonna have to try to
And now it comes down to 1, the Pelicans valuing the basketball, and 2, knocking down your free throws.
yeah, they're gonna have to get to the line or get a basket. 'Cause you don't want to
So Zoe should have 2 shots.
go through another buzzsaw like they.
Because he fouled Nas Reed out.
You gotta knock these down.
That gets you
Yeah,
second foul.
you got to put these games away.
11 boards,
when you had
8
those
assists,
chances.
28 points. Going to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Because we know what Minnesota can do.
It looked like it was headed south. And now, Pels with a chance. You make your free throws, you can put it away.
You have to put this game away. If you're going to get to the line, put it away.
Yeah, young teams, and we know because of the experiences with the Pels, young teams that try to slow things down
It's
tend
hard.
to get out of a rhythm
Right.
with
It's
2.5, 3 minutes to play.
Because what you're forced to do then is execute.
So Zoe will go to the line. He will attempt 2 free throws to put this game away, and it is up. It is good. 136, 129. So
Hone
that
in on what you want to accomplish in a half-court set.
By the way, that's
48
a 70%
seconds remaining.
shooter at the line. Every area of his game is improved. And
the second free throw, no good. Still 136, 129.
Makes it a
The
three-possession game.
Pels can
36, 129.
get a stop here.
Don't want to
Pass it. And deflected. The ball will go back to the Pels. Good stop.
Billy's been fantastic.
So I'm
defensively.
glad to see the stops coming in.
He created the back taps for the Pels to force overtime.
But I'll tell you also what's
That's going to
difficult.
be a foul.
It's difficult to play in the game
So
with
whistle,
Carl Anthony Towns and Nas Reed and some of these other bigs
so,
that are really active and stay
Willie Herman
in the
Gomez
game
gets the
for
steal.
5 fouls. He's had 5 fouls for quite some time. And just think, Zion has fouled out Nas Reed, he's fouled out McDaniels, and he has fouled out Carl Anthony Towns. And Billy Herman Gomez has been extremely active.
So it's going to be free throws for the Pels, and that free throw was knocked down.
The skill set he
137,
brings is different than Steven
129.
Adams, who is a bear.
So that's going to be the ball back to the line.
And try to move out of the block where he's got great hands, he can catch it, he can score, and he's a real athletic big. And Jackson Hayes.
This is a dagger right here.
Yeah, dagger. So it's going to be 138, 129.
Huge.
32 seconds remaining. 32.3.
And by the way, that's a career best 31
I mean, you
points.
got the
Lonzo Ball.
yeah. He's having an excellent night tonight. So 138, 129. Let's give you the box scores. Okay. Alonzo Ball with 30 points tonight. Excellent night. He was 8 of 17 from 3-point range. Zion had 37, so once again, another 30 points for him. 14 for Brandon. He went 4 out of 6 from the free throw line and 2 out of 7 from the 3-point line. Nice. That's kind of what he did. Bledsoe had 16 points. Kyle Lewis had 13, so 13 for Kyle Lewis. 4 for Kyle Lewis. Hayes had 13. Marshall had 6. So Marshall had 6. Hayes had 13. Lewis had 4, so he kind of was not shooting very well tonight. He went 1 out of 3. Also, he went 0 for 2. So he's going to have to get better on his shooting.
And this guy was the catalyst. Don't forget what he did early when he hit all those triples. He's matched his career.
So back to
he's got a career best in scoring. To go along with 11 boards.
So 31 points. So he just absolutely put out a good night.
And it wasn't just the way he got this.
That's his career high. He's been absolutely on those
knocking down those 3 or 4 3-point shots in the second half.
Let's see if they can slow him down here.
30 seconds, no fouls. Man, Lonzo with another deflection.
This is a huge
So another deflection by Lonzo Ball.
Big step.
Defense is coming in clutch right now.
That got into the clutch situation.
To be where they are right now.
And that basket is good, so it's an easy basket. 138, 131. Ricky Rubio knocks down the basket.
There's the foul. 18.7 to play. Just make
So
it
18-7.
And now it all sets in
remaining.
for this series back to back with Golden State. And Steph Curry is lights out. So let's see how they defend
We
Steph.
need to find the answer to Stephen Curry.
Yeah, we're going to have to find a quick answer. Because I'm going to tell you, he's going to put those threes down
That's what you have to do.
all night.
If Steph Curry gets his
He's a 47% shooter. He's good. I'm going to tell you.
He's amazing.
No turnovers for the Pels in the
I mean, he's never, since his injury, he never lost a step.
How important that is for this team moving
So,
forward.
that's just my opinion on it. So, 18.3 seconds remaining.
It's been that kind
So,
of frustrating night on Saturday.
net a stoppage. Full timeout by Minnesota. They're
18
just,
points to play, and the Pels can't wait to get home.
B.I.
So-
just missed both of his free throws.
yeah, they missed both. Ingram, he never misses free throws. He's a 80-something% free throw shooter.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like I said, it's odd of him doing that. Now, let's give you the stats. We'll pull those stats up. I'm going to click them. Okay, shooting right now, 51% for the Pels and 44% for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They went 46 of 103 shots. Pelicans 47 of 92. Pelicans on 3-point shots, 14 of 36, 38%. Minnesota 14 of 46, just 30%. Free throws, the Pelicans shot 30 of 44, so they kind of missed 44 free throws out of 44 attempts. They shot 33, 68%. So that's we have to start getting our free throws down. That 68% is not going to get it. We have to be more consistent
Got a couple of buckets.
when it comes to free throws.
Running out of racing room.
So let's see. That basket is good. They definitely cutting the lead once more.
At a timeout to advance it.
So Pelicans timeout, 12.4.
But that goose egg when it comes to turnovers, because the Pels have 5 points off 2 Minnesota turnovers in overtime. They have taken care of the basketball in the extra.
So those 5 points off of those 2 Minnesota turnovers, that's excellent. So let's go ahead and give you those, like I said, rebounding aspects. Pelicans lead 52-50. They also lead 14-12. And also the defensive boards, 38 at all. Now the turnovers, this was a bad case tonight in the Pelicans' mouth, 21 turnovers. And also the points off of those turnovers was 27 by the Timberwolves. Pelicans got 21 off of those 16 turnovers tonight. Now, points in the paint was 62-58 in favor of the Pels. Fast break points was Minnesota leading 22-14. So your score is 138-133. We're back in a few moments. Okay, Dallas is down 93-88 to Washington. Toronto on top 45-41. Denver on top 41-36. So we'll get back to game coverage. 12.4 seconds remaining.
If we're going to be a strong team down the stretch, we got to consistently make our free throws and limit the turnovers.
Yes. Here in this overtime period. So free throws coming up for
Oklahoma City game, and I mentioned filled up the box. It wasn't a great shooting game for him. He was 0 for 8 on his threes. There's going to be nights like that. Ask Brandon about tonight. Alonzo had 10 boards and 6 assists in the last game.
So he will attempt this free throw. Lonzo Ball will knock it down. Makes it 139-133. You will have a second free throw attempt.
They're going to look to go extremely fast, so they're not going to advance the ball and try and script the play. They're going to get this ball out and try and go. So you have to be prepared to defend.
Second is good.
Good work.
140-133. So it's close out.
It'll be D'Angelo Russell. And
D'Angelo Russell misses.
That's
That's going to be a second chance opportunity, and they knock it down. So they cut the lead. 140-136. 2.5 seconds remaining.
I don't get why you take a timeout there.
Yeah, I mean, they should have never called a timeout at 2.5 seconds remaining. They should have inbound the ball and just end the game right there. But they want, calling a full timeout is just absolutely beyond me when it comes down to that. So 140-136. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Denver, once again, leading 42-36. That's another team that's now it's 44-36 in that game. So we're just waiting for the fees to return. We will have post-game coverage after tonight's game. We'll have Stan Van Gundy's press conference. We'll add a press conference in its entirety. It'll be live here on, once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. He will talk about tonight's game. So that's just reminders.
Are you doing the Warrior games this week?
I'm going to do the Warriors game on Monday. I won't do it Tuesday because I'm doing baseball. I'm doing the Biloxi Shuckers baseball team. So I'm doing it 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
So that is so final score 140-136. Pelicans win tonight here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I know if you don't want to stay for the post-game show, that's fine. I understand. So final score 130. All right. Have a good night, Josh. Anytime you want to come in, you just you can do that through StreamYard if you're on YouTube. So
yep. Thanks for having me.
Have a good evening, Josh. So once again, Josh from Josh Video Blogs. Please give him a follow. He does fishing. One of these days, he will do a sports video with play-by-play coverage like we do. So final score 140-136 is your final. I'm going to give you the final stats. I'm going to go ahead and give you the those four-quarter stats. Let me go ahead and give you those final stats from the box. Okay, the box score stats are on the screen. I'm going to give you those box score stats. I'll give you the box score stats. The box score stats are on the screen. So the first overtime. So in the first overtime, let me pull these up. You can Also, comment about this game via Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll be back on tomorrow for Sports Talk. If you want to come in, talk anything in the world of sports, we do throughout the weekend. So, Pelicans shot 50% in the overtime period. Minnesota shot 44%. Now, the turnovers was 27-21. They had 21 turnovers, 27 points off of those turnovers was Minnesota's. Pelicans got 16 off of those turnovers. So that is the official scores report. That is from the first overtime, 5 minutes to this first quarter. So let's give you the points in the paint. Pelicans 56-52. Minnesota was Pelicans led 19-8, and also 22-14 in the fast break points area. So we'll give you the fourth quarter. Let's give you the second half stats. The second half stats are on your screen. 43% from Minnesota. Pelicans are 55.6. They went 5 of 11. Minnesota went 7 of 21. Pelicans had 12 turnovers in the second half. That's 10 turnovers for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was 58-58 in the second half. The points to the paint was 28-24 in favor of the Pels. Also, the second chance points, Pelicans led 6-2, and also Timberwolves led 10-6 in that one. So we gave you the box scores from the overtime period. So final score: Pelicans won 140-136. 140-136. Pelicans win tonight here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So let's give you the bench points tonight. I'm going to give you those bench points. So pull those numbers up. Okay, the bench points as followed. Minnesota had 59 bench points. Pelicans had 28 bench points. That's in the game. So the points to the paint was 62-60. So that was in the overtime period. Fast break points were still 22-14. So that was in the paint and all that. So final score 140-136. Pelicans win. We will have Stan Van Gundy's press conference in just a few moments. We're waiting for Stan Van Gundy to begin. We'll have his press conference. So we will give you that press conference in its entirety. So we will have that for you. So let me go ahead and get that press conference set up. And we will have it for you once they the Pelicans coach comes to the podium and has the post-game report. So the post-game report will be coming up in just a few minutes. So the Pelicans press conference with Stan Van Gundy will begin in a few moments, just about 9:55. We're at 9:58. He should be up in a few moments. He's talking to his team. So let's go ahead and give you the standings, NBA standings going into tonight and games. Let's go ahead and give you the standings. Okay, the standings as of right now, the Eastern Conference has Brooklyn at the number 1 seed, followed by Philadelphia at number 2, Milwaukee at number 3, New York will be number 4. It will be Atlanta at number 5. Also, Boston at number 6. If the playoffs would end today, they would get the 6th seed. Now, the play-in tournament for the 7, 8, 9, and 10. So Miami will get the 7th seed, followed by Charlotte. Also, Indiana will go and get the 9th seed. They will have the 9th seed. Now, the Washington Wizards will get the 10th seed. So it's going to be either Washington and Indiana taking on each other. That'll be in the playoffs. Now, the Western Conference is going to be a very facetious Western Conference. You have Phoenix at 45-18, followed by Utah at 45-18. So 45-18 ball club versus that's a pretty good assessment when you look at it. So 45-18. Now, the LA Clippers has the 3rd seed, Utah Jazz 2nd seed. So yeah, 2nd seed, Clippers at 3rd seed. The Denver Nuggets will have the 4th seed. The Lakers will have the 5th seed. The Mavericks will have the 6th seed. Now, the play-in games will be 7 versus 8. It will be Portland versus Memphis, so that will be 7 versus 8. Also, San Antonio will take on Golden State. If the Pelicans can win, they're only, I'd say, 4 games out. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games out behind Golden State. So Monday is going to be very important for the Pelicans. If they want to win, they have to win the next 2 games, which is Golden State, and also win on Friday versus Philadelphia. And then also they have to, if they don't win on Monday, then that probably will be it for the Pelicans. If they will not make the playoffs. If they don't win this game against Golden State, that is a very important game. Because Golden State right now has the 9th seed going into the play-in tournament. And San Antonio has the 10th seed going into the playoff tournament. So that's how the scenarios will go. So let's show you the playoffs. I'm going to show you those. So we'll scroll back up to how the playoffs are going to proceed. Okay, let's begin. In the play-in game, that will be Sacramento versus Golden State. So the winner will take on the loser of the 7 or 8 spot. So 7 or 8 spots. So the winner will take on the loser. So winner versus loser. That would be 9 versus 7 if it's 9, or if it's the 10th seed versus the 8th seed, that most likely will win. Now, in the Eastern Conference side, you'll have Indiana and Washington. The winner will take on the loser, 7 versus 8. So that's kind of what's going to happen. Now, for the 8th seed, it would be Phoenix and 8th seed, the winner of the 8th seed. Brooklyn would be the will get the winner of the 7th seed of whoever comes out of that play-in tournament. So the game will be so it would be New York taking on Atlanta. Also, Milwaukee will take on Boston. Philly will take on the 7th seed, so it'll probably be the 7th seed going into the playoffs. The playoffs will begin May 18th through 22nd. So May 18th through 22nd with play-in tournaments. So the play-in tournaments will begin on May 18th, and the playoffs will begin on May 22nd. The winners will be taking on the top seeded teams going into the playoffs. So, final score, Pelicans win 140-136. We will have Stan Van Gundy's press conference. Let's see if I can get Stan Van Gundy's press conference. we're waiting for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up in just a few moments, around 9:55. We're waiting for him to come up. They're just moments away from Stan Van Gundy. So we'll have Stan Van Gundy up here in just a few moments, giving us his take on tonight's game. So thanks for joining us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live. So let's give you the scoreboard, NBA scoreboard. I'm going to give you the scoreboard on games tonight. Okay, scores going on in the NBA. 105-105. Washington and Dallas tied up. Russell Westbrook has 38. Luka Doncic has 27. Toronto on top 60-53. Denver on top 50-45. That game's going on. JaMychal Green with 9. Rajon Rondo with 9. Also, Charlotte winning 107-94. Terry Rozier with 29 points. Frank Jackson with 25. Golden State winning 113-87. Steph Curry had 30 points tonight, so a good night for him. He was mostly knocking the threes down. Kevin Porter had 16 points. Atlanta winning 108-97. Trae Young had 33. Thaddeus Young had 20. Miami winning 124-107. Bam Adebayo, 13 points. Colin Sexton, 25. Orlando winning 112-111. Cole Anthony had 26. Ja Morant at 22. Now Indiana winning 152. Sabonis had 26. Brown had 16 for Oklahoma City. So that's scores on the NBA side. We are waiting for Stan Van Gundy to come up. Stan Van Gundy is up now. So let's go ahead and switch over. And we'll send you to Stan Van Gundy for his press conference. So let's go over to Stan Van Gundy. Sorry about that wrong feed. Apologize for that about that. Wrong side. I'm going to send you over to Stan Van Gundy.
They're killing us. They're killing us. I mean, it's really, that's the thing that if we want to close out the season really well and give ourselves a chance, that's the thing we're going to have to stop. I mean, 21 turnovers again tonight, but none in overtime. But we've got to take care of the ball. But we got it done, so I'll take it.
I could go a number of directions, but I'm going to ask you, when was the last time you saw someone personally foul out 3 different players?
Yeah, pretty much. We had to get 7 fouls on Towns because they changed the one because the Minnesota bench said that it was McDaniels that fouled. Pretty obvious he wasn't in the play. And I've never seen a ref change the call simply based on what the bench said. It wasn't either one of his colleagues out there that changed the call. He just went ahead and changed it. So then we had to go get a 7th one on, and Z did that too. I actually think he got about an 8th and a 9th too, but that's a whole other story.
And more to Graf's question, what do you just think about like how relentless he is? I mean, they're packing paint on him all game, and you just kept coming at him, and it just kind of, in overtime, it kind of just started going your way.
But again, right? I mean, even though down the stretch he didn't make a lot, the fact that Zoe made 8 threes gives you just a little bit more space. I mean, shooting just helps. It does. It just helps. And gives him a little bit more room. So, and he doesn't need a lot. He really doesn't.
Did you feel like things did loosen up because Zoe was hitting threes and as the game wore on?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Plus, I don't know why, but that's certainly one of the reasons things loosened up. Yeah, Zoe made 8 threes, so that's really, really helpful.
Yeah, you mentioned Lonzo, just a career high scoring night for him. Added 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Just what did you think about his overall game tonight?
I mean, I thought he was great. I really thought he was great. And I thought it was one of the better jobs he has done. On top of that, of keeping us organized and poised coming down the stretch. He had us organized, and I thought that was good.
Hey Stan, I know it wasn't the best overall shooting night for Brandon, but he was really kind of key late in that fourth quarter, getting into guys, drawing fouls. What did you like about what he was able to do in terms of, my shot's not falling, I'm going to just get you to foul me and send me to it?
Yeah, I mean, and he stayed really aggressive, and that's obviously what you want to see from your best player. Sometimes shots go, sometimes they don't, but when you get into winning time, those guys have to be aggressive, and he was.
Yeah, you guys fall behind by 10 with 4 minutes left. Just what were y'all able to do just to claw your way back in and force it into overtime?
I mean, the only way you can get back in, just like the other night in Denver, is with your defense. Like, you can't be giving up buckets. You're going to run out of time. So our defense was really, really good. We created some turnovers. We got out in transition, and we were able to get to the rim and score. Get to the free throw line scoring with the clock stopped is a big help. You're fighting time, so that was good. We really played the last 4 minutes about as well as we could possibly play them.
And how meaningful is it to get a win like this leading into the 2 biggest games of the season, probably Golden State on Monday and Tuesday?
Well, this was the biggest game of the season, and now Monday will be the biggest game of the season. And one of the things we've talked about it a lot anyway, but especially now where you are is, I mean, they're all big. Every game you play, the game you're playing that night has to be the biggest game of the year, and that's how you have to approach it, because we can't afford very many losses. Obviously, we're fighting with Golden State, so everybody will focus on that. But if you give away a game tonight, the Golden State, it just gets further and further out of reach. So for now, tonight was the biggest game of the year. And then on Monday, that'll be the biggest game of the year. So we'll get ready and we'll play it well, I'm sure.
Coach, is it sign of growth of your team the way that you close the fourth quarter and the game in the overtime?
I mean, I think that we've certainly had some growth, but it's a process, I mean, it's 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back. It's slow. Like, we're back to being a really heavy turnover team, but our defense has gotten better. And then today our defense took a step back until the end of the game, So it's just you're always working. The thing that where our team has done a good job is they stay with it. They keep working. I mean, they don't just cash it in. This would have been an easy one to let go today. Down 10 with 4 minutes, an easy one to let go, and we didn't. So I think the Denver game helped us a little bit in that approach, with showing us that there's time up there if we just keep playing. So, there was some growth today.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Billy's game tonight? Because it looked like he came up with a couple key defensive stops on Carl down the stretch, and of course that big bucket to send the game into overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Billy's a really skilled offensive guy. He's done an unbelievable job keeping himself ready. I thought he battled hard tonight defensively. Karl Anthony Towns, a really, really tough matchup. And then Billy got some great active hands on a couple of plays down the stretch, and ends up with another double-double. So Billy's been key to everything that we've been able to do here for the last 3 quarters of the season, and love having him.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Once again, I apologize. 140, 136 is the final. We will sign off for the tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for Sports Talk. Monday, we'll be back broadcast Pelicans versus Golden State. Now, remember, Tuesday, we will not have Pelicans basketball. We'll have baseball. We'll have the Biloxi Shuckers. That will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we will have that for you here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. For myself, pushing the buttons here at StreamYard. I apologize. We kind of went out the stream. We're still live. Once again, thank you. 140, 136. Everybody have a good evening.